Y'all, no reply sent me this photo. Why wasn't I doing this the whole time? Y'all come on in and hit that like button. This whole time I could have been using these photos as a background. Hey, Francisca. Hey, Frank. Shout out to the boss. How y'all doing? Happy Saturday. Don't stop. Hello, everybody. Y'all come in and hit the like button and hype it up. Mindy. Y'all look. Look what no reply gave us. Yay. Tip the tip. Oh, Jesus. It's all time. I'm like, I could have been using this as background. This is genius. I want to make sure you all's artwork gets displayed properly. So you're going to find a lot of these thumbnails not being used as backgrounds. I should have been doing this the whole time, y'all. Oh, man. I said, oh, this nailed it. Oh, no, boss, this you did such a good job. I'm so proud of you. Look at this. Y'all, tip the tip. What's going on? How y'all doing? Y'all come in and hit that like button. We got to get started, y'all. We're going to get started. All right. We have a marathon, but we're not going to be forever long. Okay. Oh, man. Because I'm not getting paid that $7,000 like I thought I would. Make this up. I'm just enjoying this. I'm hanging out with you all this evening. You guys, make sure you hit that like button. Shout out to all of you all. We have a few videos on X we're going to get to. And then, of course, we're going to take it over to YouTube. And there's always a live stream we're going to do tomorrow. We have our watch party for Ryan Morrow's new episode, When the Bear Targeted TPUSA. That has been scheduled. So make sure you guys tune in mass for that watch party. And y'all know Ryan Morrow is watching himself and tuning in now. So I am just excited. Hi, Ryan. I'm excited. On July 1st, he will be joining us here in the LOC. So make sure you guys come out and support. Ryan Morrow will be talking with us, getting in some insight on his research and information that he can share regarding, the influences of Israel, of Russia, and why they think they can just tell the United States of America to be like them. No. The answer is no. And what's the chances of Candace just moving her ass over there and never coming back? Y'all like the background? Boy, prepare yourselves to see many backgrounds. Oh, man, these thumbnails are going to start becoming backgrounds. I'm telling y'all right now, I just want to show you all the artwork and the ingenuity and the creativity we have here in the Luxus, the mods, all of you all that create these fantastic thumbnails, from Kogo, Miss Congo, to No Reply, to Francisca, to Juju, all of you all that contribute to this. Sifa, Mindy, you guys are on it. Well done, No Reply. Well done, my beloved. Y'all tip the tip. This idiot said in a video he wanted to see if he was a C Tucker Carlson, he would get him nose to nose. Like, which men don't say that, Tatum. What are you talking about? That'll be weird. Oh, Jacqueline, how you doing, honey? Thank you so much for the super chat you left in the last live stream. And to those that are sending cash apps, yeah, I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry. But I must thank you properly, because I appreciate the support. So if you send a cash app, please make sure you send your YouTube channel. So Jackie sent a $5 super chat. A cash app. Thank you so much. TH God sent a cash app. Thank you so much for the cash app. Ginger Spice, is that you, Ginger Spice? Sent the cash app. Thank you so much. I just want to make sure I get you all because I hate when I forget to give you all the shout outs you deserve. I really do. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Let's see here. I hope I got in all the cash apps. Yeah, I will forget in a minute. I'm so sorry. So thank you all so much for the cash apps. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. And I appreciate the support you guys have shown here and the love you guys show in the LLC. Hitting that like button is free. Make sure you guys hit it and smash it. We're going to get to it, y'all. Oh, no reply. You be so proud. D. Hampton, how you doing, honey? Everybody speak to everybody. Nidra, y'all like the background. It was like, hey, you white woman. So he said, like a crackhead Mickey Mouse. Oh, Lord. Oh, y'all funny. Oh, you beat me, Rosa. You got me. Oh, my goodness gracious. Talking, you suck. Oh, Jackie said, I am here. Thank you for the cash app, Jackie. I appreciate your support. See you and Jacqueline and I think Ginger Spice. Thank y'all so much. Juju up in here. Hit that like button like Juju said. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, y'all. This is something else. Love my Aussie. How you doing, honey? Oh, man. Rick. Amy. How you doing, Amy? Colleen. JP6. Boy, this is some badass artwork right here. Rashika, oh, I'm so sorry you had a bad week. I'm so glad to put a smile on your face, honey. We got to laugh up in here. If not, Candace will give us all a migraine. Can't make this up. Y'all ready to get started? Oh, this is epic. Thank you, Mindy, for the 5 LLC memberships. If you received the membership, make sure you show your love to Mindy. Shout out to our mods. We have the best mods on YouTube. I love you all so much. Mwah! Thank y'all so much for being the great mods that you are and for holding it down in the chat. I cannot thank you all enough. And y'all, you have to show love and appreciation for your mods. They do hold it down. And they keep the chat flowing and they keep all the nonsense and buffoonery out. We typically leave the chat open, let people post up and stuff like that. But when it get out of hand, they will boot you. It's that simple. Because we owe you nothing. But as long as you have good conversation here, what's going on, Nosy? We good to go. We good to go. So I appreciate you all. Let's get to it. We're going to start over here on the X. All right. And then we're going to go to case updates before we go to YouTube. You guys have been tagging me.
Information war against me. I believe I correctly put.
I heard this helper called out Gary from Paramount Tactics and Graham Allen. Candace, who you threatening? Somebody tagged me and Artie Trolls in something. And it was her whole video. And I was like, what is this? I can't even bear watching her shows like that anymore. I don't know about Artie Trolls, but I know I can't watch her whole episode. Candace, you get on my nerve. You get on my damn nerve, helper. Are you threatening somebody, Candace? Is this what she's doing now? Candace, you threatened to try to investigate private citizens. You understand how much of a crime that is? Does anybody care about you having an attitude? You blaming your pregnancy on being physically violent means nothing. All it does is make you look worse in the court of law if you get sued or charged. Candace going to jail. All right, y'all, hit the floor where you can see it here.
I believe I correctly put the pieces together of Charlie's assassination very early on. I think that's why they are deploying people and have been steady deploying people full time in an information war against me. That's our Department of War that's behind that. Did you know these people that full time make videos about Candace Owens, like Graham Allen? Did you know what he was doing right before Charlie died?
No. Candace, that's not how this shit works. We don't need to know what he was doing right before Charlie died. We don't need to know that. Because Tyler Robinson pulled the trigger on the gun. something you cannot express after 9 months. You're recycling conspiracy theories. You're doing the same old crap. This is why we don't watch your show. You say nothing of value or nothing new. You're not even funny. God. Yeah, it's getting to the point where it's like, good grief. We almost know what she's going to say week by week. I'm telling y'all, at some point next week, it's going to be something about the Egyptian planes coming back up again. She recycling back over to the Epstein nonsense. Then, it's going to make its way back over to these Egyptian planes and then to the whole military base thing because, her attorney has asked for an extension to file a motion to dismiss in the Brian Harpole lawsuit. We're going to go over that. Where the candy asses at? Bring your asses in this chat. Why your cult leader keeps asking for a motion to dismiss? Candace, so you don't want subpoena power. She don't want the smoke, y'all. You don't want smoke with me. You don't want smoke with me. She ain't trying to get no smoke with nobody. Because all she going to do is a motion to dismiss. She's a walking motion to dismiss. Sue me. No, I'm filing a motion to dismiss. I don't want subpoena power. I don't want to even know what discovery you got. Candace is the boy who cried wolf. In every sense of that word. The boy who cried wolf. Candace, what's Samantha?
His official title was Senior Consultant to the Department of War. So now he's allegedly moved to Arizona to full-time assist Turning Point USA in their information war regarding Charlie's assassination.
Yeah, that means keeping liars like you from having more power and clout than you should have. Candace, you're being sued by Brian Harpole. Erica Kirk of TPUSA should be suing you. And they need to do it. And come on with it. If I had to tell Graham Allen any advice, anything, or Erica Kirk or TPUSA, sue Candace Owens. She wants to smoke. She said sue her. She thinks she's going to get subpoena power. Sue her. Why shy away from it? Why do you keep asking the court to dismiss something? No, file your response to the claim and keep living. You punk ass. She gonna go in and say, "Y'all, I'm pregnant. I'm a pregnant. I'm a pregnant. I can't. I didn't know what I was thinking. My hormones were out of control. It made me want to physically fight people. No, I was too busy thinking about whipping ass." Is that why George has the black eye? Your Honor, I plead the Fifth Amendment. That girl gonna get in there and plead the Fifth. Candace, why did you give George a black eye? Did you punch him in the face or kick him? Because you're trying to explain away this violent tendency and your willingness to physically fight somebody by saying that you're pregnant. So you gave George a black eye. Prove otherwise. And why would you do that? You're not going to be able to pull that stunt on anyone else. You come, Candace, I wish you would. You came to me trying to attack me. I'm beating your ass in self-defense. It's going down, you heifer. What you will not be able to do is say, "Oh, well, it was my pregnancy that made me do it." Hell no. I was pregnant with 2 boys and gave birth. And I did not want to physically fight anybody. I just cried and sulked over things that I was like, what am I crying for? I'm crying for tartar sauce? What am I crying for? You're just a violent person, Candace. Her willingness to commit cyber crimes is proof of that. Because her doxing people and sitting here going into the private lives of citizens randomly or admitting to stalking, because that's a felony. Candace, you want to talk about the stalking you're doing to Erica Kirk? A whole felony? Because you're committing a felony. You admitted to that. Direct sources of contacts that live in her building, obviously. You going to answer to this in court, Candace? This is unbelievable. George getting black eyes. She's stalking Erica Kirk. And yet she wants everybody else to believe that she did nothing wrong. How dare you sue me? I did nothing wrong, Lady Locke. I challenge you to a duel. Okay.
The Department of War being the same department which referred to Erica as their emotional assets mysteriously. on the night of the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting that wasn't the same department which...
Candace, did you know the boy that came up to that hotel and shot those people up there at the dinner? Did you pay him? You won't give us your alibi or George Farmer's alibi for September 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th of 2025. Where were you at when Charlie Kirk got shot? Where were you in Georgia? Because we all know you would just go out of town and leave the country and won't say shit. She's very capable of leaving the entirety of the country, United States of America. It will not give a heads up. Except Russia. We saw that coming 6 months ago. But she went to Italy and was like, oh, I forgot to tell you I'm going to Italy. That's not something you forget to tell people. So who's to say that she was not filming in Arizona or in Utah while George was on the campus of UVU? She refused to give her alibi and his alibi, but is demanding this of everyone else. That's not how that works. Candace, we don't do hypocrisy. What's this you about to say about Gary with Paramount Tech?
To Erica as their emotional assets, mysteriously.
Candace,
on the night of the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting that wasn't the same department which we've discovered paid Paramount Not So Tactical, another full...
Paid Gary from Paramount. You saying that Graham Allen paid Gary from Paramount Tactical? You understand that's not a joke, Gary, Paramount Not So Tactical. Candace, that's lame as hell. This is so Candace, you just lame as hell. You understand? You are lame as hell. This is not even funny. Are you trying to be funny? What are you going for here? We all know you can't speak English. She knows speak English.
Paramount Not So Tactical, another...
No, it's Paramount Tactical. Not so is not in that word. Just say Gary from Paramount Tactical. Well, Gary. His name is Gary. What the hell is wrong with her?
Full-time trying to delude the masses.
Delude.
Former...
You're going to delude people. Candace, please don't make me have to look up the definition of the word delude. I'm not in the mood. We had to do a whole live stream on Carmelo Anthony because people don't want to sit here and understand how evidence works. Delude. Delude. I'm seeing deluded, not delude. Hold on. Child. You got to go on the dictionary when you listen to Candace. Good grief. Impose a misleading belief upon someone, deceive, fool. Candace, you lie. And then you sleep peacefully at night somehow. Candace just flat out lies like hell. Who's deluding anybody? Here in this reality on Earth, Candace, Tyler Robinson pulled the trigger on the gun and shot Charlie Kirk. While you keep obsessing over watching videos of Charlie Kirk be assassinated, you dumb demon. Now you want to sit here and say someone's deluding the masses. How? By saying you're lying? That's not deluding the masses. You're lying. It's that simple. You don't have to agree. No one cares about how you feel, Helfer.
Trying to delude the masses.
We're not your coat.
A former Green Beret, also now dedicated to the information war, meant to convince everybody without a shred of evidence.
She figured out how to say beret. Candace kick rocks. She finally learned how to say the word beret. Because I was definitely expecting her to say beret.
That Tyler Robinson climbed onto a rooftop and murdered Charlie Kirk in broad daylight because of transgender.
Because that's what he did, regardless of transgender. That's exactly what he did. And there's video evidence to prove it, you dumbass. That's it. It's that simple. You don't have to believe it. We don't care. You dumb alien. We don't care what aliens think. We here in the United States of America. Let me go big. Do not care what an alien thinks or how they feel. No one told you to crash land on our planet, Candace Owens. You could return to your maker. whether that be another planet or hell. We don't care. Tyler Robinson shot Charlie Kirk. Then, surveillance camera footages, physical evidence, a weapon, witnesses will all be used in a murder trial to prove his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. No one will give a damn how Candace Owens, Farmer, the alien, feels about any of that. No one's trying to force you to believe anything either. We don't care about your opinion. But when you admit to committing a whole ass felony called stalking of Erica Kirk, that's when we start paying attention. And now you're trying to blame a pregnancy on you wanting to be more physically violent, but you want to keep glossing over George Farmer having a black eye and you having a broken foot. So all the interesting things you could be telling us, you dumb heifer, are all the things you want to omit. We don't care how you feel. Get off our planet and make this stop. You're bye, Felicia.
That he was really afraid he was going to be murdered the night before because of his viewpoints on transgenderism.
Can't make this up. Jesus.
I mean, here's my perspective. Charlie was killed in a military operation. That part seems very evident to me. The question now is how far are they going to go to continue this failed cover-up? If
it failed, then tell us who pulled the trigger on the gun. 9 months and you still can't get... George Farmer did it. Where's George's alibi? We want it. We want George Farmer's alibi. You know, because if anybody can help him, Tyler Robinson, get in and out of this military, this base from this so-called military operation, it would be George Farmer. They're about the same height, slender build, all that good stuff. I mean, you know, they both were wearing hats or whatever. Candace, what was George Farmer on September 10th of 25? What was he at? How much you pay Tyler Robinson? Because we can ask this stuff all day, girl. I feel no ways tired, nor does it bother me to ask you, how much did you pay Tyler Robinson? Because, you know, you're so vindictive and all. I would never put it past you that you're very capable of paying out a lot of money, because, you know, your in-laws are billionaires, to have Charlie Kirk taken out because he didn't pick you. I would never put that past you, Candace. I owe you nothing.
Kirk can become the victim of a global plot to kill him to protect someone like Jeffrey Epstein.
We don't care about him.
None of us are safe. None of us are safe. Not you, not me. Your silence isn't buying you more safety. In fact, it's high time that everyone starts speaking about it. There has to be too many of us.
Candace, we don't care about Jeffrey Epstein. He's dead. The file should have been released a long time ago. The end. What more do you want? Your gripe is not with Jeffrey Epstein or files when some of your genetic relatives can be tracked and related back to Jeffrey Epstein as well. And some of their dealings from your own genetic relatives. Girl, if you don't shut up, you obsessing over a dead man. For what? 2 dead men. Charlie Kirk don't want you obsessing over him. He wants you to leave his wife alone. And stop stalking her. You're stalking her. Who has direct contacts and sources living in somebody's building and then talk about, you know, giving me updates, who always watching, got eyes and ears everywhere. What you mean? Yeah, okay, I'm going to take away them eyes and ears real quick. Let me go to court. I got to go to court and get a protection order. These are the things Erica Kirk should have already done. Last year. Don't nobody have to put anything past Candace. I don't trust her at all. She's trying to put her physical violence tendencies on her unborn child. Boy, you got to be a jacked up parent to do some stuff like that. George, you gonna come out and explain how you got this black eye from her or what?
Us. There has to be too many of us. There has to be a scenario where there's no military plot that can take us out because there's just too many of us. sheer numbers of people
Who
who are
her
committed to
team?
telling the truth.
Demons.
I'll tell you,
Her
Paramount Not So Tactical and Graham Allen are not going to save them. I think they probably know that. They've got the dumbest people in the world.
Candace, you're the dumbest person on the planet, in our galaxy. No one asked you to be here. Kick rocks. It's coming from somebody that can't pronounce the word accolades. You're butchering our English language. The audacity. You had to practice beret and bureau because you knew I was going to go in and keep clowning your ass on it. You dumbass. This dumb alien who can't pronounce words. Sitting here calling someone else stupid or dumb. Girl. With her limited vocabulary.
Try in this information war.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah, but she still wants to be on the payroll of TPUSA to help with their, public relations. Because for some reason, she wants to be on the payroll of TPUSA. And none of the cult members are even bothered by that. You're like, yeah, they should pay Candace from TPUSA. TPUSA. She wants TPUSA to pay her a monthly retainer. Why? Don't they have the Israel money? So she wants TPUSA to pay her. How would that make her any different from everybody else? And here I am still like saying, where's my $7,000 check? Where's my check, Candace? I'm going to bill your ass. I mean
when everybody knows who and what.
Oh, God.
It is the most.
I got tagged that it is. Hold on. Let's see here. She now refuses to call her Erica Kirk. Damn demon. Candace. Boy, Candace needs to be roasted. They need to have the roasting of Candace Owens, the alien, and then have an alien photo in the background. The roasting of Candace, the alien Owens farmer. So we all clear who we're talking about. And George Farmer, who fishes for merman in Russia.
It is the most important thing to me. No harm comes to Erica. The most important.
You lying heifer. You lying heifer. You said that you have people always watching and listening. Direct sources and contacts living in her building. You lying heifer. Candace, you're such a bad liar. Look at that grimace and that smirk coming from that. You don't admit to stalking someone if you don't want any harm to come upon them. You've already told on yourself and admitted to a felony. She should have a protection order issued against you. She doesn't owe you shit. She needs to go to court, petition for a protection order against Candace Owens and all her dumb cult members that live in her building. And then move in a way to where they will not know what's going on. Get the sheriffs there to help you out. And then dare them knuck if you buck. All these sheriffs and cops out here can shoot your ass and sleep peacefully. Knuck if you buck. If I were Erica Kirk, I would have already had a protection order in place against Candace. She's crazy as hell. No one sits here and brags about being more physically violent when they get pregnant. That wasn't even funny, Candace. I had to make a joke out of that just so people wouldn't feel awkward. Knowing you lying like hell. You trying to say everybody who's ever been pregnant with a boy is more prone to getting physical altercations and fights. Girl, you stupid. You're not even thinking about the baby. You mean to tell me you would rather get in a fight and not care if you get kicked or punched in the gut? What's wrong with you? And now you want to sit here and lie about not wanting any threat or harm to come upon Erica Kirk. Girl, if you don't shut your ass up, I hope she gets a protection or restraining order or an injunction for harassment against Candace. Then that way, when she sues her, Your Honor, I've even had to get a protection restraining order granted against her because She had admitted to stalking me. She's got people watching me that live in my building. Who are these people? I don't care. So if they do anything to violate the order, they go to jail. It's that simple.
Important thing. The message, investigating this, she's getting death threats. No, let's be very clear on my intention
It's to
in
see
this
her
investigation. I want Erica to outlive everyone.
Candace, why do you sound like a demon?
In this investigation. I want Erica to outlive everyone.
She hates this woman. The vitriol and the angst and the hatred she has for Erica Kirk is disgusting. And any jury would be able to see through this, Candace, you dumb demon. Can y'all imagine this being shown in the court? Where she's saying, no, I don't want anything to happen to her. I want her to outlive everybody. Yeah, I want her to live past her prime. Then her demons start squealing. You go to court with that nonsense after you've admitted to stalking somebody, they might lock your ass up. I want her to live past her prime. I want her to outlive everybody. Flaring out her nostrils and shit. What's wrong with you, dumb demon?
I long live Erica Franzfey.
Her name is Kirk. You know, a name you don't have. Candace still big mad because Charlie Kirk didn't marry her. Charlie Kirk knew better. He was like, I don't marry demons. I don't do demons. You have to find another demon to marry you because I ain't it. Charlie Kirk said you and the devil and your yeast infection are all a lie. When you're handcrafted by Satan, don't expect anybody to deal with you. That's why George Farmer's evil ass married her. He's sitting back letting this stuff happen. He's sitting back letting his dumb ass pregnant wife make these videos still. Because, you know, he trapped in the closet. Now she mad at everybody because he's gay. This lavender marriage. Long live Erica Franzfey. Who was that? My last name is Kirk. If I were Erica Kirk, girl, Erica Kirk laugh at this. Because see, here's the blessed part about this. Candace's last name is not Kirk. And Lord, we thank you. Because Charlie still didn't pick your dumb ass, you demon. He picked Erica Kirk. That's the blessed assurance we have in this. That's why we laugh. Because at the end of the day, Charlie Kirk married Erica Kirk. And not Candace, the dumb demon Owens. Now he'll let her be George's problem. And we bless God for Charlie Kirk marrying Erica Kirk and not Candace. Oh, I love it. I love it. Candace, you can say whatever her last name is. Her last name is Kirk. There's nothing you can do about that. This is how she has to kind of, you know, be at peace at night. This is why your ass is mentally disturbed. Is she's too mad at the fact that Charlie Kirk married Erica Kirk. It was like a demon. Opinion matters to anybody. It doesn't. Candace, you realize no one cares how you feel. We don't hear demons squealing. You do. We'll leave that to you. Y'all, she big mad because she wasn't married to him. Oh, you dumb demon. Listen, Erica, don't let this hurt your feelings. Y'all don't feel offended. Because we know Erica Kirk's last name is Kirk. We're just glad it's Erica Kirk and not Candace. Candace, he still didn't marry you. And you big man for nothing. But George, you ought to feel stupid right now. Your lavender wife is sitting here oogling over a man that she could never get. You cool with that? while pregnant with your son, your child number 5. She would rather get into a physical fight than to say, I'm going to embrace all this life growing inside of me that may have been turkey basted from George. Oh, this dumb deep boy, the devil is mad, ain't he? And so is his hell spawn. Oh, the seed of Chucky is throwing the tantrum. Oh.
That's fair. Death is easy, actually. Death is easy. Yeah. Living a long life when everybody knows who and what you are and what you are a part of and what you did.
You still gonna keep accusing her? Erica Kirk, please sue her. Then make her repeat this in front of a jury and judge. Candace, we're gonna test to see how big and bad and bold you are. And your dumb demons. Erica Kirk, just pray that God covers you and protects you underneath the blood of Jesus, and that's, and just go to court. We have a justice system for a reason. Sue her. She's not gonna stop this. You're gonna have to sue her and get a protection order. Because I think if she saw Erica Kirk, she would want to physically fight her. You don't owe her the benefit of the doubt. Go ahead and get your protection order and then file that lawsuit and make sure you reference that protection order because, she's putting you in fear of your life. So when y'all go to court, now they know to bring extra security in so that she can stay far away from you because ain't nobody playing with her. Candace, I know how to humiliate you a little bit, a lot bit. I dare you to repeat all this in court. Why you keep filing for a motion to dismiss? All this, and she will not go and say this in front of a judge and jury. So what you throwing this tantrum for? You said death is easy? Oh, okay. I want you to repeat this in front of a jury.
Death is easy, actually. Death is easy. Living a long life when everybody knows who and what you are and what you are a part of and what you did. Long live Erica Francevay. It is the most important.
She thought she was doing something. We didn't even know the video in it. Candace, you big mad? Oh no. Yeah, repeat this when you go to court. Hopefully Erica Kirk sues the crap out of you. And then we can all report on that and make you feel this big about yourself. Well, I know that baby is just ready to come out just to get far, far away from you. You can make this up. The judge is gonna be like, ma'am, what do you mean death is easy? What does that mean? See, Erica, what she's giving you is more evidence to help you get a protection order. Because Candace wants you dead. She's just giving you more evidence. Candace, why would we want you to shut up? Why? And then everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Why would we want you to shut up? People who know better and understand, okay, court orders are very powerful when you know how to get one. So a protection restraining order can be the most powerful tool that you can go and get against Candace, the dum-dum. And then dare her to violate it. And we will have you held in contempt, heifer. And then I'm going to have that last laugh. Say my name, Erica Kirk. Erica Kirk will be all over the court documents. She'll have to read her name over and over and over and over again. This dumb demon and her squealing loud and barking and all this crap means nothing when she's a coward when it comes to litigation. Candace is a coward. Y'all really want me to see here and see what this boy say? He's so flip-flopsy, it's not even funny. Nick Fuentes. Y'all really want to hit the 4 of y'all want me to play this video? God. Hit the 3 if you don't want to watch it. You're like, you can skip him. Hit the 4 of y'all want to see this Fuentes clown. He is so flip-flopsy, it's just unbelievable. 1 minute, and him and Candace are besties, and another minute he's like, oh, I'm going to be doing an expose on her because she keeps attacking Erica Kirk. It's the dude. Yeah, no, I'm not in the mood. All right. And we got a lot of threes. I'm not in the mood. He's so flip-flopsy. It's stupid. Just pick a stance and stick to it. What's wrong with you? This girl, oh, this is pure evil. Candace,
I think the happiest.
Why do you sound so damn depressed over somebody you couldn't have? I'm rubbing it in your face, you dumb demon. And I want you to know that. Candace, I want you to know that just when you feel like crap, I'm going to come in and make you feel worse. And have a good laugh doing it. You are mad because Charlie Kirk did not pick you. You beat me. So you and your hellspawn demons decided to come together and pout for the next 2, 3 months, 4 months, however long else you got in this pregnancy. And then you're going to blame it on this baby. Is the baby the Antichrist? Why are you blaming all this evil upon this baby? What is wrong with you? Hellspawn's procreating. The audacity. We don't need this stuff in our realm. All right, you see the Chucky.
I think the happiest we ever saw Erica was when she walked out to that stadium on September 21st and the whole world was with her.
See, here's the problem. You keep thinking. You act as if you've been there every moment of her life. You got cameras in her house or something? How you know the happiest she's ever been was when she came home with her newborn baby? Or when she gave birth? Or when she got married? How would you know that? Eric, I'm telling you, this woman is watching you sleep. You might want to see if your house has been bugged. Candace, you came back from Russia and you don't expect anybody to ask if you still been bugged. You might have a camera sitting in your colon. And you're trying to tell the general public the happiest you think someone else has been that you don't live with was on a specific day. Never mind all the other days that they've lived here on earth. You understand, no one cares how you feel about that. And Erica Kirk is not going to respond to you. She don't have to even acknowledge your presence here on earth, you dumb demon. You can't make this up.
Because she thought she had it made.
She did.
She's been struggling to come up for air since. And I want to be very clear.
She been what? Candace, why are you slurring your speech? This girl high or drunk. Candace, you high? I think she high. You under the influence of something. First of all, stick to your script. You're not reading a script. You pausing too long. This is so dumb. You're not even trying. You're not that smart to wing it. Read your damn script. Look at this.
She's been struggling to come up for air since. And I want to be very clear.
She's been struggling to come up for air since. What you mean? Candace, she not stun you? You know how many months she went without saying your name? Eric Kirk was like, Candace, what? Who that woman, Harpole? Harpole, who that woman? Why is she saying my name? I don't know her. Candace. She barely knew you. Meanwhile, Candace got cameras all over her house and people stalking this woman. And Erica Kirk is like, who? Candace. Owens? Candace Owens? What? She got a podcast? I don't even know who she is. Why is she important in my life? Oh, she isn't. Oh, okay, cool. Candace, she don't give a damn about you.
Clear. It is the most important thing to me that no harm comes to Erica. The most important thing. The message. Investigating this. She's getting death threats. No, let's be very.
She is getting death threats because of you, and you're stalking her, and you admitted to that. So the judge will not care, Candace, of what you're saying in this video. As a matter of fact, it's going to be used against you. This makes you look worse. You dumb demon. You look worse. Keep on talking, Candace. Come on.
Clear on my intention in this investigation.
This is not an investigation. Objection, Your Honor. She's not an investigator. She's an idiot. But she's certainly not an investigator. She barely reads. It's accolades. Accolades. Bureau. You're butchering words with 5 letters. See, she's been practicing beret. Because she knows that there's no way you can keep butchering that word and you're quoting Prince. I know you listen to Heifer. This makes you look far worse. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But since you're so stupid and you don't know how, you can F around and find out. And I'm waiting on Erica Kirk to drop this lawsuit, Erica Kirk. Come on. Because this is it. I'm telling you, she's not going to stop. This dumb demon is not going to stop. Even with her being pregnant, where she could just be focused on anything else in her life. No, she was still rather obsessed over Erica Kirk. This is unhealthy. It's dangerous. And a judge in a court of law needs to see this. And a jury. A judge and jury need to see the level of obsession that Candace the dumb demon has for Erica Kirk. It's time for this to go to a court of law. Don't send her no cease and desist letters. F all that. You have already sent her a letter. You gave her one heads up. That's it. You owe her nothing else. Take her to court. Enough of the BS, back and forth, all this crap she doing. Child, please. Now we just sue you and take you to court and then make you say all this under oath. Then we're going to have you deposed. Because, see, that's her Achilles heel. Litigation. Anybody talking about, sue me, I want all the smoke, I want subpoena power, and then as soon as she gets sued, she files a motion to dismiss. She thinks this is a joke for her. No, remind her. Girl, you thought we were for play. You and your dumb demons in your head thought this was for play. You thought this was a game. When you admitted to stalking me, that's a felony. No. No, we're going to go ahead and challenge you in the court of law. You're going to have to hire more attorneys. And we're suing for all the money. And then play the video clip of her saying that she wanted to be on TPUSA's payroll. So I don't know why TPUSA just won't do the right thing and pay me a monthly retainer for their PR. I don't know why you want to work for a company you loathe. Who wants to work for TPUSA when you hate them so much? This dumb demon can't seem to just move on in life. You act as if Erica Kirk is the only person on earth. And that is disturbing, Candace. You only see stuff like this in a movie. Mentally disturbed women like Candace would have been 5150. It would be admitted somewhere because you at this point you have to say that there's some mental psychosis going on, and it's going to translate to some act of violence against Erica Kirk. She's going to lash out at somebody that looks like Erica Kirk or Erica Kirk herself. And she is becoming a danger to a whole community right now. And claims to be pregnant. She's becoming a danger and a threat, a real threat, by saying I'm pregnant with a boy that makes me want to be physically violent. It makes me want to get into physical fights with people. Those words came out of her mouth. So now you're a danger to the community. Your ass need to be admitted somewhere in 5150. Candace, all you're doing is giving us more evidence. You're not that smart. And I told you, I see through you, you heifer. Keep on. She needs to be admitted.
I want Erica to outlive everyone.
This is crazy.
I long live Erica Franzfey.
Kirk.
Death is easy.
Can't make this
Actually, death is easy. Living a long life when everybody knows who and what you are and what you are a part of and what you did. Long live Erica Franzfey. We're going to take a quick break.
Candace, that sounds like a death threat. Because, the reasonable viewer and listener that will be sitting on a jury, in combination with all your other videos and you admitting to stalking her, could perceive that as a death threat. You making death threats implied here. And you supposed to be pregnant. You're not gonna get off because you're pregnant. You know, women go to prison pregnant. Erica Kirk, if you can't see why you need to get a protection or a restraining order against her, girl, you got to stop being. Don't sit here and say, well, you know, I'm being Christian and I'm just gonna be nice about it. No. Sometimes you just gotta handle business and put your foot down. The Bible states that we are to obey the laws of the land. We have laws for a reason. This woman is becoming a huge threat and danger to the community. Period. I would not be shocked if I saw the news of Candace snapping and going in and just attacking people physically. That would not shock me. Why should anyone else put that past her? With all that she said and doing, why should anyone put it past her that she would not go out and just have some sort of physical fight with just random people? Because they all look like Erica Kirk. You're a threat to society, Candace. Your ass need to be admitted. George gonna have to admit you. Or else you gonna lift up your eyes in jail. Can't make this up. I haven't missed the mark yet. I've been saying since last year Erica Kirk need to get a protection order against her. No one owes Candace any niceties at all. None. Not even a little bit. I'm telling y'all, something is wrong with her. And she out here already talking about, I want to get into more physical fights. Girl, you going to jail. And you're a threat to society. Y'all hit that like button. You can't make this stuff up. She is sitting out, long live this and that. Girl, you don't even have to say my name. It's the fact that none of that stuff was even necessary for her to say. None of it. But once you've admitted to stalking someone, you know where she lives. You know her pattern. You know her schedule. You know when she comes and goes. Because you've already admitted to having sources and direct contacts living in her building. And you sitting here talking about you're now more prone to be more physically violent because you're pregnant. It's like, Candace, you're stupid. Why should we overlook that? No, we're not. Nope. Death threat. Sound like a death threat to me. That came off like a whole death threat. So we're going to do an update to the Harpole v. Owens case. Because Candace is lying to her whole coat about wanting subpoena power and discovery. She don't want that. She's filing a motion to dismiss. Boy, you can't make this stuff up. Oh, my God. Hold on a second. I thought I had the documents, but I'm going to have to go back. Well, you all can see the docket activity here. So this was done on June 26th. And I'm not paying for that. So let me go back to the documents. There we go. So the Chief Judge, William Campbell, Magistrate Judge is Luke Evans. And you see here, for the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Tennessee, Brian Harpole v. Candace Owens LLC, Georgetown Inc., and Mitchell Snow, who is dodging service. He's dodging service, y'all. He's dodging service. So what they're probably going to do is go ahead and file for a default judgment to be entered against Mitchell Snow because he's not trying to come to court or anything. It's funny how you get to lying like hell on Candace's platform, and then your punk ass realize, oh, I don't want to like go to court for that or anything, and you get sued. Now you're mad, and the U.S. Marshals has to serve you because a private process server is being threatened and probably, threatened to be attacked by you. So now the U.S. Marshals had to intervene. Can't make this up. Mind you, these process servers wear body cams. So I'm sure they had footage. And the U.S. Marshals are like, all right, we'll have to do it. Yeah, knuck if you bucket them if you want to. Candace, you surround yourself with violent people and criminals and make this up. Let's not forget George Farmer's DUI. You get mad at everybody else because George out here driving drunk. That's not our fault. That's yours. You married him. So since Mitchell Snow is dodging service, more than likely that's going to result in a default judgment. He had 21 days to respond to the complaint. So did Candace. Her attorneys waited to the last minute to file this extension, exercising a court rule. So they filed the motion on the court rule to have an extension because they feel the complaint is, is very wordy and a lot going on. Even though they're saying we're filing a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim, but yet we want to respond to the claims, and we need 10 more pages in order to respond. How are you responding to a claim you're saying is not being stated in the complaint? You're basically saying, well, they haven't really accused us of anything as far as a violation of, law and what we should be legally liable for. But yet we need 10 more additional pages to respond to all their claims. What do you mean? You don't need 10 more pages to say why this should be dismissed. It's so stupid. But that's what she does. First handle is, let's file a motion to dismiss. As opposed to Candace being honest about that, being an actual step that you're entitled to do. No, she goes and makes it seem like, I want subpoena power. I want all the smoke. Y'all can come and sue me. I want to take you to court. I'm getting discovery. I'm getting this. I'm doing that. And then the first thing she does is file a motion to dismiss. Did she tell anybody that? She hadn't even said anything about filing an answer. This is coming from the same dumb demon that has rescheduled the hearing on her motion in the Macron lawsuit 3 times. She has stalled on that to where it's now been a year. A whole year since the initial filing of that complaint. Candace doesn't even want to go to court for a hearing on her own motion to dismiss in the Macron lawsuit. They have pushed that hearing back 3 times, and it's high time for the Macron's attorney to object. Stop letting this BS happen. It's a vile waste of time and tax dollars. And she's going to do the same thing in the Brian Harpole lawsuit, where it's just going to be a stall tactic. Because when it comes to litigation, Candace Owens is a coward. And she's still an idiot. Of course she doesn't want to go to court. But it's supposed to be somebody that claims that she's just giving her opinion under the First Amendment. Funny how Mitch Snow is not being told to show his ass up to court. Candace, you're not going to call Mitch Snow and say, listen, I helped you raise $150,000. You're going to earn it today. Get the service, receive the summons, and come to court. Use that money to get you an attorney. Goodbye. She won't even call and tell him to come to court. Stop dodging service, boy. All this punk stuff. They thought they talk a good game, but then when it comes down to it, Candace is a coward. She's a coward. So here we are, with them playing the same old tactic that they've been doing with the Macron lawsuit. Unopposed motion for permission to exceed page limit under local rule 7.0182. Defendants Candace Owens LLC, and Georgetown Inc. Together Movement, pursuant to local rule 7.0182, move the court for permission to exceed the 25-page limitation as related to the filing of their partial federal rule of civil procedure 12B6 motion to dismiss, because she's filing a motion to dismiss because it's right here. Got this, Raven. Oh, bless your heart, honey. Thank you for getting this, because as y'all saw, I would have had to pay for it. I'm not paying for it. And she's going to file a motion to dismiss the plaintiff's complaint for failure to state a claim, because they're going to say that, well, they didn't adequately state a claim. Even though they stated claims and they cited the law and the damage caused. they incurred. Yeah, but no, they didn't state a claim. We read no claims in this, even though we need 10 more pages to address all their claims. Why this shit so stupid? Candace. Oh, you such a punk. Tennessee Public Participation Act petition to dismiss the plaintiff's complaint, impartial motion to strike, and incorporated memorandum of law. Oh, Lord. Movement submit that the relief requested in their underlying responsive motion presents complex issues of fact and law which require them to file a supporting memorandum of law exceeding the normally allowable page limitation pursuant to Local Rule 7.01A2. So the court rules state certain filings have to have certain components with it. So your motion to dismiss typically comes with a memorandum of some sort where you're giving basically the basis to your legal argument. And then that's where you cited case law. It has to have table of contents and all that other stuff, right? And they're saying the memorandum of law is our response is going to be more than the 25 pages that court rule says that it should be. Because judges don't want to read a book of nonsense all day. They're like, listen, we got a life, we got other cases to get to. Please do not send us a novel. 25 pages or less, you should be able to knock out in the memo of law. Your brief or your memo or whatever, it shouldn't be forever. They're saying we just need 10 more pages. Because the circumstances here in this complaint warrants us to have to give a more detailed, extensive response. That's basically what this comes down to. Plaintiff Brian Harpole's complaint, which the responsive motion seeks to dismiss in discrete parts, whatever that means. In discrete parts. Because they want the whole thing dismissed, but whatever. Contains 158 numbered paragraphs and 76 pages of allegations. Movements are working diligently to keep the responsive motion succinct, but plaintiff's complaint raises numerous issues that movements must address and requires more than the standard 25 pages. Hold on, let me go to the next photo. Oh, come on. Hey, can y'all see that? I can't. All right, here we go. To do so accordingly, movements respectfully request leave to file a comprehensive responsive motion brief that is more than 35 that is no more than 35 pages long. So they're saying we just need an additional 10 pages. So asking for a leave to do this could take up to 2 weeks or so. I mean, court rules kind of dictate how long that leave is. But they're saying we need a pause on this to be able to have the time to file this motion to dismiss, even though she had 21 days from the date that she received the summons to file a response to the complaint. Candace, why in the entirety of Earth or your hell did you not hire an attorney and they file a response within the 21 days? You waited to the last minute and you keep playing the same BS stunt game in every litigation, even the ones where you're named as the petitioner. And the courts keep letting this BS happen. Is stupid. She had 21 days. Candace has more than enough money to hire a team of attorneys. A team of attorneys in time to file a motion to dismiss, because that's all she's going to do. And then to request a hearing on the motion. She waited till almost the 21 days were up to get an attorney in, because the attorney did their notice. Let me see. The notice of appearance was on May 14th. It was entered May 14th for her notice of appearance on her behalf. The lawsuit complaint was filed April 30th. She waited 2 whole weeks from May 14th to get an attorney. That's what's so crazy about this. So she wasted a lot of time by trying to get an attorney to take the case when she has enough money to hire some good attorneys that would have hopped right on it. Now, it's the same stall tactic. Let me take forever, hire an attorney. Then they're going to file in a motion to dismiss, but then ask for all these extensions. It's the same stunt that her attorneys did with the Macron lawsuit. We're just seeing a pattern of behavior right here. I can almost predict how long this is going to be. She's going to try to push this thing out the next year before they even get one hearing in on her motion to dismiss. Because that's exactly what's happening with the Macron case. It's so dumb. This heifer does not want to go to court. Can't make this up. So, let's see here. If we get to the next election in Australia and we don't vote out Labour, I think we're in real trouble. But here's the hope. Phyllis says she wants her idiot followers to pay for her lawyers, and they stupidly will. Yeah, they do. She wants them to buy all her dumbass t-shirts and cups. And she doesn't tell them exactly like how much the attorneys cost and none of that. The billable hours, anything. Candace really can afford her own attorneys. She doesn't need any help from the public for that. Her in-laws are billionaires. But I'm sure they can't stand her guts and they're not willing to help pay for this stupid lawsuit she brought upon herself. Candace brought this on herself. Don't nobody owe her anything. Candace out here lying like hell on people and then get mad when she gets sued. No, what you mad for? So her taking almost 2 weeks from April 30th to May 14th to find in the test like 15 days of the 21 days that you have to actually respond to this. May 14th, they filed their notice of appearance. And then they sent this June 26th. Now it's been almost 2 months. And now they're asking for an extension to file a response for their motion to dismiss. This is so ridiculous. She's already playing the same bullshit game. Let me sit here and stall for all of eternity while I sit here and run my mouth on YouTube talking about how I want to be sued and want subpoena power. This is not how you get subpoena power. If anything, she's dodging court. Undersigned counsel has conferred with counsel for plaintiff and is authorized to state that the plaintiff does not oppose the requested relief. I would have opposed it. Now, what you can't do is they should not exercise their right to enact a court rule, because court rules are court rules. More than likely, the judge would have granted the leave either way. However, I will still have my objection noted and state this is something that is a pattern of behavior with this defendant, as she is doing the same thing and cite the case for the Macron lawsuit, so that the court can be aware she's trying to pull this same dumb stunt. And as opposed to her just responding in a timely manner, filing and moving forward, she's going to stall. And we're not, our temperament won't allow us to be okay with it. Enacting a court rule is one thing. You stalling a hearing on your own motion, it's just flat out stupid, Candace. Why file a motion you don't want to go to court for the hearing? You know a motion to dismiss triggers a hearing. So why are you fighting going to court? It's your motion. You could have just responded and kept living. But I would make my objection known to the court. Her attempts to stall this case, as she is doing in the Macron lawsuit, where she's also named as a co-defendant for defamation because she can't stop lying on people. We're not going to sit here and allow and be in agreement for this to happen. So they need to file their stuff, get it in, and keep living so we can keep going with this process. This should not take 1,000 years. This is not a murder trial. This is a civil matter. Candace, get in that courtroom and knuck if you buck if you want to. They will hold you in contempt and lock your ass up. Make sure they tell the judge. She did say that she's more prone to become physically violent and want to fight. Candace, I would tell on you. I hope you know that. Oh, I would tell her. I would send the judge a letter. Please watch this video. Here's the link. She stated that she is now more willing to get into physical fights because she's pregnant with a boy. That has not been proven, by the way. It could be an alien baby. Who knows? She's pregnant with a boy, and now she's talking about getting into more physical altercations and physical fights and blaming it on her pregnancy. So y'all might want to have an extra guard or two up in there. If our ass decides to jump over the to try to jump over the witness stand, yeah, just know I warned you. You might want to hire another bailiff. Candace. Imagine her being tackled to the ground and handcuffed. She's like, ow, you're my baby. You tried to fight the judge. The audacity of you think you're going to launch at the judge. Oh, that bailiff going to put your ass on that floor. Talking about I'm more prone to physical fights because I'm pregnant with a boy. Girl, bye, Felicia. You can make this up. Additionally, the responsive motion seeks to helpfully and significantly narrow the claims and issues in the case. Movements respectfully submit that it is therefore in the interest of judicial economy that movements be granted the relief sought, because they'll take forever to do this. On these grounds, movements respectfully request that they be granted leave to submit a response to plaintiff's complaint as described herein that is no more than 35 pages long. And more than likely, was there an order on this? I mean, unless you can give a good legal reasoning as to why this court rule should not be enacted. Typically it is, but I don't see an order on the docket so far granting the motion for that court rule. So, and this was filed on yesterday, was docketed yesterday, rather, on June 26th, which is yesterday. So by Monday or Tuesday, we should see an order. More than likely, when you file a for motion, you have a proposed order that is submitted as well. And if the motion is granted, all the judge really has to do is ensure that the proposed order is accurate. And then they sign the, order. And it's entered and docketed to the case. So we should see whatever order is signed on by the end of Monday, probably Tuesday. So we'll check again. But this was, I'm not shocked. This is going to be a repeat of the Macron lawsuit. If Brian Harpole's attorneys do not recognize what she's doing, they don't recognize the game she's playing and how she's going to stall this case like she's doing with the Macrons, it's going to be a whole repeat of that. The next thing you know, it'll be a whole damn year before they go to court. Can't make this up. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? I saw some women with little boys and they were not violent. They were maternal and nurturing. Exactly. I have 2 boys. I didn't want to fight nobody. You kidding me? I wanted a meal and some ice cream with popsicles and salad from Panera Bread. Like, just ramen noodles and weird stuff. I would never eat together on any other day. Peanut butter jelly sandwich with ramen noodles. But I wanted to eat with the things I wanted to eat. That was, to me, was satisfaction. If I wanted a brownie sundae, boy, that thing was like the greatest thing on earth. When you're craving it and you get what you're craving and it's good, the brownie is warm and moist, baked well, vanilla ice cream is smooth, the fudge is even good on it. I don't like whipped cream. Then I get a cherry on top. That is the great, that's sometimes all we want is just to satisfy our weird ass cravings. That's all we want. You give me a brownie sundae, boy, that was it. That and Golden Corral. Bitch said, girl, now I'm about to go make brownies. Ever so often wanted some Chick-fil-A, that strawberry milkshake with a hot and fresh Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich with extra pickles. Got to have extra pickles, my lord. I don't even put sauce on it. Just extra pickles. Let it just moisten up. And then make sure the fries are hot. And with a lemonade, oh my God. Alita said I wanted collard greens. I wanted salad. I wanted Panera bread salad. It had to be the chicken Caesar salad, y'all. You gotta give me a minute. Let us moms get this out. I had to have a chicken Caesar salad from Panera Bread, and then they used to do this chicken Caesar salad sandwich. So it was like the chicken Caesar salad with the chicken, and then you would still get the romaine lettuce, and then it was like tomato and pickles on it. I had to have both. They stopped making the daggone sandwich. It was the greatest sandwich ever. It was a chicken Caesar salad sandwich. Ah! Y'all, I would pass out. I would take a bite like, out with thank you. And then girl get me some McDonald's French fries. I had to have, it was like a concocted meal. Panera bread, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's was like all right there. So I get the salad and the sandwich, McDonald's fries, and then have like a milkshake or something. And go home. And when I say I would just, and then you eat like healthy salads and stuff like that, you know. And then I want a popsicle. And I ate ice. That is, oh, you can't do that. Don't eat ice, y'all. It'll tear your teeth up. I didn't have to eat ice. Girl, don't run out of ice in the freezer. We gotta go buy some ice. Y'all, and then you had to have a fan. Oh my God, I had to have a fan next to me in bed, eating ice. Popsicles, I was just hot 24/7, just stuck on hot mode. What the and then having frozen pizza. Somebody said Mexican food. Ooh, Chipotle. Y'all, Chipotle. We had Willie's. Was it Willie's? Chipotle, and it was another Mexican restaurant. I had to have tacos, hard shelled with just meat, sour cream, lettuce, tomato. That's it. No cheese. That's it. Just give me 3 of those. I'm good. Oh my God. Or a burrito with the black beans and rice. And then they would do like a lemon squeeze, lemon juice over mine. Because for some reason that did it. I mean, a lime. They would get a lime and squeeze the juice and put it over the rice and beans in my burrito. What? Why y'all didn't tell us that's good as hell? Yeah, how dare you all keep that secret from us? You squeeze some juice from a lime and put it on your rice and black beans in a burrito from Chipotle with some chicken. Now I'm hungry. Nikki said I did the ice thing. Fresh fish. Oh, damn, fresh fish. That's how I was just eating earlier. I had some fresh fish with some tartar sauce. Yeah, I cried because I couldn't get tartar sauce or what. These are all the things you do when you're pregnant. Instead of, you want some ice cream. And 1 minute I'm like, why do I crave Dr. Pepper? Never had Dr. Pepper in all my life. I get pregnant with my second son. Now I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. I'm like, I don't even know what this tastes like. Why am I wanting this? I put that Dr. Pepper in the freezer and let it get like to the point where it's almost slush. It's super cold. Super, super cold. Boy, and you drink it and then you eat that ice after that. Oh my God. Warm chocolate chip cookies. No, nothing else on it. Just warm chocolate chip cookies. And my slushy, super cold Dr. Pepper. Lord, what? Pregnant women want our cravings satisfied. We don't want to fight no damn body. We want a meal. We want to be fed. Feed us. I crave Mountain Dew with my daughters, and I rarely drink it. Also crave pineapples. Ooh. Jesus said I went from Coca-Cola to Pepsi on my second pregnancy. Diane, I had morning sickness. My first son, I was sick. I had hyperemesis gravidum. It was like morning sickness on steroids. Could keep that down for months. Wasn't until like my last month of pregnancy where I actually was able to eat, not have to worry about it being sick, and able to pick up some weight. I was 100 pounds when I was 5 months pregnant with my first son. 100 pounds. Oh man. He was like, oh, the baby and he was just chilling. I was so sick. My second son, he was sitting on my back. But boy, all I wanted popsicles, I wanted ramen noodles, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and ice. That was like the go-to. Like, that's it. That is the craziest combination. I have never eaten that crap like that ever again. And then when the baby come out, all that stuff goes away. It's just automatic. That morning sickness went away just like that. As soon as the baby came out, I did not feel any more nausea. The next day I had Chick-fil-A. You can't make this up. This help us here talking about a baby make you want to fight. No, they don't. They make you want to eat. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Hot wings and blue cheese dressing. Ooh, yeah, good. Good stuff. Y'all had to have a spicy chicken sandwich meal from Wendy's with extra lettuce, extra tomato, and a large, super large chocolate frosting. Oh my God. You just, but this stuff, when you're pregnant, this is it. This is what you want. Y'all, let's get to it. Let's get back to it. All the men like, come on, y'all. All right. We here. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. So we gotta come over here where Candace is being an idiot. It's even more. You child. We got a lot to talk about. A couple other videos we're gonna do. Y'all, so Milk Bar TV.
I mean, Trump is again
did a video on Mighty Mouse, crackhead Mighty Mouse, doing his so-called "I'm a man" moment, telling Trump, "Shut up, B word." Tucker Carlson. Lord have mercy. So I wanted to see Milk Bar's video. Make sure you guys go support Milk Bar TV. Let's get to it. Hit the 4 where you can see in here.
Slave of other. He's not running anything, right? He's subject to the whims of others. I did my best to sell Trump, the idea of Trump, to people on the basis of claims that are now clearly false. So I did that. I just grieve for what his decisions in the Middle East have done to the country. And not just the war with Iran, but being a slave of Israel. What? You're an American, dude. This is humiliating to you. Not that I care, but to me, I do care. And my country, I care a lot. You can't be a slave to a foreign power. Stop. Trump is hostile to traditional Christianity. And Trump is mad at Christians for opposing abortion and mentions it a lot in private, a lot. And he's very annoyed by it. And opposition to abortion annoys him a lot. It's mentioned to me like 30 times. I vehemently oppose abortion, just to be clear. But I haven't argued with him about it. I just listened. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. Because it was Easter morning. We're going to...
Maybe I should, but I didn't. Because you're a punk. What you mean? Either you believe in abortions or you don't. What's the problem here? What is the problem?
The services, and I just checked my phone and I saw that. Have ever been that offended? I mean, it's like our main holiday or the world's biggest religion, and you're comparing yourself to Jesus or swearing or what? Calling for the murder of innocents on Easter morning? Take a break, dude. Out of respect for the world's biggest religion, right? And the majority religion in your own country. It was an intentional provocation. Trump definitely believes in the supernatural. There's no question about that. I know that. Does he believe in the Christian God? No. It's obvious to me, and I've experienced it a lot, that Trump uses a kind of communication in order to lull his audience.
He say he's not a Christian. So I don't listen.
Does he believe in the Christian God? No. It's obvious to me, and I've experienced it a lot, that Trump.
What did he say?
Holiday are the world's biggest religion, and you're comparing yourself to Jesus or swearing or what? What?
Oh,
calling
swearing.
for the murder of innocents on Easter morning? Take a break, dude. Out of respect for the world's biggest religion, right? And the majority religion in your own country. It was an intentional provocation. Well, Trump definitely believes in the supernatural. There's no question about that. I know that. Does he believe in the Christian God? No.
Does he believe in the Christian God? He said no. Is he for real? Is Tucker Carlson for real? Or he just full of shit right now? What are he doing? I'm not political. But you sitting here saying, I campaigned for him and supported him and told others to vote for him. And now you're saying he does not believe in the Christian God. But he believes in the supernatural because swearing on Easter is a bad and no. I don't understand. Meanwhile, he calls Trump the B word, and somehow that swearing is not. That's swearing. But this dude, why are you whispering, Tucker Carlson? Yeah, this is the crackhead Mickey Mouse, right? Why are you whispering, talking low like this? It's almost like he don't want people to hear what he's saying. So why are you saying it? Oh, you such a punk.
It's obvious to me, and I've experienced it a lot, that Trump uses a kind of communication in order to lull his audience into a defenseless stupor. He does a thing that he describes as the weave, where he doesn't answer a question, and then he moves into a kind of labyrinth of other seemingly disconnected observations. And the reason that it's not merely the rambling of an old man, and he is an old man, he's 80, but it's more than that. The point of that, and I've experienced it so much in so many different. You want the answer, actually? Trump does that when he's trying. Trump hates confrontation. He does that when he's trying to disarm you or tell you something you don't want to hear, or when he's dodging a question. He lulls you into this kind of torpor where you're not aware that he's not answering the question because you're mesmerized by this word picture he's painting or the absurdity of what he's saying. And he knows it's absurd because he's not stupid. And it's happened to me, literally dozens and dozens of times with Trump. And every single time I thought to myself, this is the funniest, most hilarious thing ever, in the kind of way when you're a child. I grew up in a world where kids smoked weed young, and you first smoke weed and you're like, you can't stop laughing. It's a spell. It's designed to disarm you, to make you less powerful and less able to resist. Is that the same as a witch's spell over a smoking cauldron? No, but it's a first cousin of that. He's a believer in supernatural power strongly. An inaugural swearing in, like, everyone knows the rules. Like, the protocol is, put your hand on the Bible. You did it the first time. And I was really bothered by it. And he didn't put his hand on the Bible. So the only point I made was, if you didn't care, if you didn't think it was real, like, why would you not put your hand on the Bible? It's just a book. It doesn't have any power. It doesn't mean anything. It's like some super.
Let me tell you something. You got to challenge God if you want to. There is power in the word of God. What is he talking about? He's a Christian. He's talking about it didn't have any power in it. What is he saying? This is why I don't listen to this stupid clown. I'm only watching this because I love Milk Bar TV's videos. That's it. God, he's just mumbling. I haven't heard anything coherent come out of his mouth. I had to rewind it just to make sure I heard him correctly when he said that Trump does not believe in the Christian God. Otherwise, he's just, it's like, I'm just saying this because I don't want anybody else to hear me. Can you hear me? You think don't tell on me. You think he'll see this? I don't want to piss him off. I might get in trouble. He's like a teenager mumbling under his breath, being told to clean his room. Go to your room, Tucker.
Superstition that desert people believed in 2,000 years ago. It's like it's immaterial. Just put your hand on the Bible, who cares? But he didn't. Trump is super sophisticated about certain things, obviously buffoonish in other ways, but he's not stupid and he's not senile. It's just not true. I would love to think he's senile and that's why he did this. He's not senile. First of all, I don't hate Trump. I've always liked Trump. I'm a shallow man. I like vulgar jokes. He's hardly the most evil person I like. I feel sorry for Trump. He tried to posture his way out of it. We're going to eliminate you. And after like the 400th Truth Social, they reached the same conclusion that everyone on the globe reached, which is this guy's not strong, he's weak. What'd you say? What'd you say? Say it again. Push you in the chest. You don't have to worry about those guys. And Trump is very much, what'd you say? Shut up, bitch. I don't take you seriously.
Candace Owens.
Who was he talking to? Who was the kid he was talking with? Yeah, my mind is blown. Oh my goodness. This idiot is sitting here mumbling under his breath, saying half the stuff he said. And that's how he ends it. You don't think all the Trump supporters are gonna tear your ass up, Tucker. Oh, they about to light you on fire. Oh, they gonna tear you up. He's probably lost so many supporters. Him and Megyn Kelly trying to be like Candace. Let me just say whatever I want. Think I'm supposed to get more bots. Why? There's only so much you can say of that stuff and people follow it. And then they see you're a coward about it. All these issues, it's like he's venting. So you've had all these issues with Trump this whole time and you never said anything? And then you end it with that trying to sound tough? Laughable. Look. Tip to tip. Because, boy, this is crazy. Tucker, you so pathetic. It's not even funny, man. You can't make this up. What did we just see? I don't know, Sasha. I don't know. I can be neutral all day with politics. If you support someone as president and you voted for them, you told other people to vote for them and all this stuff, and you got all these issues, right? All these problems you noticing and all this stuff. You don't like some of the decisions they're making. Don't you think, like, shouldn't they have a rapport with each other to the point where he can go to him and say, listen, I don't agree with XYZ. I will support you in this, but not in this. Whether you value that or not, I'm just letting you know. And he probably would have listened. But you sitting here trying to talk all tough, sound like you hot shit in front of some kid. His name Buckley. He's a liberal young man. What is his name? Y'all know his name? Neil? Is that his name? Neil? He trying to sound all tough in front of a kid half his age. This kid has got to be his son's. Don't he have kids? Tucker Carlson doesn't have kids. You got this kid half your age. Half your age, and you trying to sound tough like you hot shit. Hey, Seep, I see you up in there, girl. And you end with that. Buckley, that is his son. Carlson. That's his son? Lord. Buckley is his son and brother's name. He has 4 kids. He talking to the kid like he talking to his son. Saying all this stuff. But he don't have that energy when he's standing in front of Trump. It would have been funny if Trump would have showed up. Trump should have showed up. Hey, Sifa, how you doing? Mama miss you too. You good? His son worked with J.D. Vance. Really? Boy, not anymore. That boy probably fired. Thanks, Dad. Tucker Carlson will get his kids fired. Oh, not the one that interviewed him? Oh, Lord. Yo, come home. I lost my job. You did this stupid show. He's such an idiot. His son quit. Trump said Tucker has lost his mind. Clearly, who talks like that? Y'all, he was sitting there whispering half the time. Yeah, he's not stupid or anything. Yeah, I don't hate him. You know, he's buffoonish in some things and blah, blah, blah. He's just mumbling underneath his breath. Like a punk. You a whole coward. Can't make this up. Lord have mercy. What's going on, Cheryl? How you doing, honey? All right, y'all, let's get to this next one here. We got Fax Me Up. Oh, we're here for it. Candace took 1.4 mil from 15,000 fans and then left them with nothing. This has to be where she booked the event in Australia. And no one has received a refund. We went over that information as well. And the case where she tried to appeal them revoking her visa because she just wanted to generate court costs and attorney's fees. And she lost. Candace lost. That's why she doesn't like going to court, because she loses. She doesn't know the law. Can't force yourself upon a country that said, we don't have to let you in. Because they don't, Candace. They don't.
Conservative commentator, self-proclaimed truth teller. But the truth about what happened in Australia tells a very different story. In 2024, Owens announced a speaking tour of Australia's biggest cities: Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, and Adelaide. Tickets went on sale. 15,000 of them. But there was one problem. She didn't actually have a visa yet. On October 25th, 2024, Australia's Home Affairs Minister refused her visa under the Migration Act's character test. The reason? Her history of anti-Semitic rhetoric, Islamophobic remarks, and the government's finding that she had the capacity to, quote, incite discord in the Australian community. Owens took it to court. She lost. In October 2025, Australia's High Court, all 7 justices, unanimously upheld the ban.
Yep.
She was ordered to pay legal costs.
Yep.
Candace Owens now sits in the same company as...
Candace, did you pay the legal costs? You were supposed to pay the government's court costs for even having to think twice about revoking your visa to go to their country, something that you did not have to do. They don't owe you anything in Australia. They told you kick rocks. So all the candy asses in Australia, did you get your money back? Because right now the answer is no. Well, they worship the ground she walk on. The candy asses, one thing they are is dedicated, aren't they? They're stupid, but they dedicated. They will continue to worship the ground she walks on, like the cult leader that she is to them. Like she's their God. And not care that she stole their money. Because she should have secured her visa before booking all of these speaking tours. And the event holder ended up having to declare bankrupt. She didn't even look out for the event planner. Because she's evil.
Ye, formerly Kanye West, who was also banned from Australia for promoting Nazi ideology. But here's where it turns into something darker. Those 15,000 tickets, priced from 95 Australian dollars for general admission all the way up to $1,500 for private VIP dinners, represented a minimum of $1.4 million in gross ticket sales, collected in hand. The promoter, a company called Roxman, eventually entered liquidation. When investigators arrived, they found the bank account contained just 21 cents. Not $21, 21 cents.
Candace, hell is hot. You could have looked out for that promoter and gave him his money back. Your in-laws are billionaires. You said George bought you a brand new car for your birthday. He out here totaling trucks with valuations of $150,000. You out here got your dumb cult members believing that people like me are getting $7,000 checks. Where's the money? You couldn't look out for the promoter and make sure that the promoter did not fall into bankruptcy? Because the promoter fronted the money up for the cost. This is how demonic and evil Candace is. And she doesn't give a damn about her cult members. To the candy asses in Australia, you will never get your money back from her. Now, y'all could do a class action lawsuit. Because now it's about the principle of the situation. But just trying to get about a refund? No. Not gonna happen. Crazy, ain't it?
Meanwhile, Roxman owed over $760,000 to creditors and had absolutely no insurance to cover the cancellation. All 15,000 ticket holders had been promised refunds. Not one received their money back. The liquidator's report flagged $385,000 in potentially unreasonable director-related transactions. The corporate regulator was notified of Corporations Act violations. The money is simply gone.
Wow.
Owens' camp claims she's a victim too, that she personally paid hundreds of thousands in legal fees after Roxman promised to cover them and even provided loans to the promoter to facilitate refunds that never came. But while Candace performs victimhood, 15,000 Australians who paid between $100 and $1,500 are permanently out of pocket. No legal path, no recovery, nothing. Australia didn't just ban Candace Owens. They fact-checked her at the highest level of the law, and the verdict was unanimous. This is Facts Me.
I can lie if I want to, I can leave my friends behind. Your friends don't lie, and if they don't try, well, there is no truth to mine.
What the?
See, I attack who I want to, fake and gay actually. I act like a demon from out of this hell, leave fact check far from me. And I can lie, and I can lie, everything is out of spite. I can lie, I can try to be like Erica Wright. I can lie, I can try, convince you Charlie was mine. I can lie, I can try, everybody's taking the chance. The Candace dance, the Candace dance, the Candace dance, the Candace dance, the Candace dance. Yeah, Candace is a dance, and that's more than once. Yeah.
Oh.
Number 10. In April 2020, Candace Owens
Candace been fact check all over the place. Lord have mercy. Oh man. Oh, Facts Me, you on hot fire. You got hot fire. Marcha, thank you for the $20 super. Oh my God, y'all gifting memberships and supers. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get to them. Hold on a second. What a super treat. Thank you, Miss LLC and the Luxters. Give that Gina una buena sopla mocos. Que Dios te bendiga siempre. I hope I read that right. Yeah, I can read it a little bit. Shout out to you for the $20 super. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Marshawn. And we love you up in the LLC. You know we do. I appreciate the support, you all. Make sure I just hit that like button Juju gifted an LLC membership, actually 2. Thank you so much, Juju, as well as Mindy. So if you guys receive memberships, make sure you give a hearty thank you to Mindy as well as Juju. Shout out to the mods up in here. And Jacqueline said the $1.99 super. Trump wants to reopen the asylums. I tend to agree. Yeah. Because Candace, you need to be 5150. She got to go. She need to be 5150. This is something else. Boy, that Pinocchio is... That Pinocchio is epic. It's the worst lie, the fact check top 10 lies that Candace has told. Candace, you're an idiot.
Posted. India has over 1 billion people and barely any COVID cases.
Lord.
I wonder why the media isn't talking about this. She implied COVID was a media hoax. Fact check. By May 2021, India was recording over 400,000 new COVID cases per day, one of the worst outbreaks in world history.
Ugh.
Number 9. Candace Owens tweeted that the CDC was proposing to move high-risk Americans into camps. She called it, quote, terrifying. Fact check. The CDC document discussed protecting vulnerable people in overseas refugee settings, not America. No camps for Americans were ever proposed.
Because of course not.
Number 8. She posted that Southwest Airlines workers were staging a sick-out to protest COVID vaccine mandates, costing thousands of passengers their flights. Fact check. Southwest Airlines, the FAA, and the Pilots Union all denied any protest. The cancellations were caused by air traffic control issues and severe weather.
God. Oh, she lied so bad.
Number 7. Candace Owens posted, SADS, sudden arrhythmic death syndrome, is a mysterious new condition. Connect the dots, people, implying the vaccines were responsible. Fact check. SADS has been studied by cardiologists for over 50 years.
Ugh.
It is caused by inherited genetic heart defects, not vaccines.
Goodness.
Number 6. She claimed, hospitals get paid more to label deaths as COVID. The numbers are completely fabricated.
That is false. I worked in hospitals. That's a damn lie from the pit of hell, and Candace is still an idiot. They do not get paid more. Hospitals don't get paid more to label a death as COVID related. She's an idiot. This is coming from someone who still can't say what's 4 times 3.
Fact check. She sued the fact checkers who called her out.
Ooh, child.
A Delaware judge dismissed her lawsuit, ruling the falsehoods were in her posts, not in the fact checkers' reporting. Number 5. After the 2022 midterms, she promoted the claim that...
I noticed that was another case she lost. She lost. She lost the appeal over in Australia. She lost that case. She didn't even show up for the hearing regarding the apartment community. When it comes to litigation, Candace is an absolute loser because she doesn't know the law. That's why they keep trying to find ways to just dismiss the case because she doesn't want to go to court. I want her ass deposed under oath. That's what I want. Brian Harpole, don't let her sit here and play that game in your face. You can see what she's doing from the Macron lawsuit. Don't let this be a pattern of behavior with this lawsuit, with the Brian Harpole lawsuit. I hope Brian Harpole's attorneys pay attention so they can avoid this same repeat of this pattern where she is doing everything she can to avoid going to court. Get her ass deposed under oath. And then dare her to lie.
Printer malfunctions in Maricopa County were a deliberate attempt to steal the election. Fact check. Voters whose ballots couldn't be processed had multiple alternate options to cast their votes. Every legal challenge to the Maricopa results was dismissed in court.
Oh, God.
Number 4. Candace Owens repeatedly posted that French First Lady Brigitte Macron was, quote, born a man. She made this claim dozens of times across social media. Fact check. This is completely and demonstrably false. In 2025, Emmanuel and Brigitte Macron filed a defamation lawsuit against her in Delaware Superior Court.
Candace, you gonna show all the evidence on that? You got at least 2 to 3 photos you have not shown to the public that proves that Brigitte Macron was born a woman. You know those photos are going to come up as evidence. They also bring in scientific evidence as well. Candace is going to lose like hell.
Number 3. In her documentary, The Greatest Lie Ever Sold, Owens pushed the false narrative that George Floyd's death was caused by fentanyl, not Officer Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck. Fact check. The Hennepin County Medical Examiner ruled Floyd's death a homicide caused by neck and back compression. Derek Chauvin was convicted of murder.
She just says.
Number 2. In March 2020, as COVID began spreading, Candace Owens posted, "The flu is more dangerous than coronavirus to Americans." Fact check. COVID-19 went on to kill over 1 million Americans, nearly 20 times the typical annual flu death toll.
Candace, what medical school did you go to? Because she didn't go to med school. Candace is stupid. Can't make this stuff up.
Number 1. Candace Owens spent years posting that COVID death statistics were manipulated, that flu deaths were being deliberately relabeled as COVID to justify lockdowns and control the public. Fact check. She actually sued USA Today and Lead Stories for fact-checking her. A Delaware court dismissed the lawsuit and ruled, on the record, that the falsehoods were in her posts. She lost in federal court.
Because she did. Yeah, did you lost in federal court? Y'all think she gonna try to name this baby Charlie Kirk? That would be so jacked up. If she has a baby, it's a boy, and she names him Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk Farmer. Oh, that would be so jacked up, Candace, you dumb demon. Is that what she's trying to do? She's trying to name her child Charlie Kirk Farmer. Candace, you evil dumb demon. You got it. I mean, when you think about just how sick and twisted that is. The man that didn't want you, didn't want to marry you, you go out and have a kid. However, you got pregnant. And it's a boy, and you name him Charlie Kirk Farmer. Just so you can sit here and F with Erica Kirk. You're going to name your son that's supposed to be George Farmer's child after Charlie Kirk, the man you wanted but couldn't have. Just so you can piss off Erica Kirk. This girl need to be 5150. I'm telling you all, she's a danger to society at this point.
My dear Charlie. My dear Charlie.
Fake and gay. Fake and gay.
my friends. This is Steven from...
Oh, man, you scared the hell out of me, boy. She whispered my dear Charlie, then just walked out. Oh, my God. He got one more. Hold on.
Fax Me, where we separate truth from the scam.
It's a damn dog
Candace
thing.
Owens, conservative commentator, media personality, self-proclaimed victim. In 2015, Owens signed a lease at The Beacon, a luxury 16th floor apartment in Stamford, Connecticut. Rent, $3,550 a month.
Why? Why would you want to pay that amount of money in rent? This is insane. She could have rented a house for half of that. She chose to move in this building, y'all. Keep this in mind now. $3,550 a month. Oh, boy, this is crazy. There is no way in hell I'm paying that as rent. Are you kidding? This is ridiculous. Y'all, she have a baby. She gonna try to name him Charlie Kirk. I know, Jenny. I'm not trying to give Candace, I know you listening. Let me tell you something. The moment you do that, George should have you 5150. That should be more than enough excuse for him to have you admitted into any mental hospital as an emergency patient. You know, she said she would be prone to physical violence. She gave me a black eye. Can you all come and pick her up? And now she named my son after another man who's deceased. She keeps claiming she's seeing him in her visions. I want her admitted. I have the money. Like he could just pay her stay for a good month. Candace, you'll love it. They'll give you all kinds of little things that have you looking at your hand like, ooh. Ooh, Mr. Hand. Like, you know, you get 3 meals a day, you get in a room. Maybe it'd be one of those facilities where you can have like a pool or something like that. White walls that's padded so you can't hurt yourself. You'll have fun, Candace. It'll be right up your alley. This helper is going to try to, man, I'm telling you all, have I missed it. I hate to say it, I'm saying it because I want to get ahead of it because I'm hoping Erica Kirk will just sue her ass and be done with it. Just like I've been saying, Erica Kirk need to get a protection order against her. This is crazy. I can imagine her doing this. Naming this baby Charlie Kirk Farmer. Oh, God. Oh, she need to be admitted. If George Farmer's punk ass does not have her admitted on that, we need to get him deported. He need to go. You can't make this up. I mean, is it Kirk Farmer? Kirk Farmer. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, oh, Erica Kirk, you got to sue her. You're going to have to sue her. George Farmer going to have her admitted. Erica Kirk and TPUSA going to have to sue her. Oh, she will do it. She will do it. She will do that nonsense. It's so crazy. Oh, y'all. Especially when she does stupid stuff like this. Candace is not a very smart person. $3,500 a month to live in this type of apartment building. $3,550 a month. That's beyond a house. That's mortgage for a home and property.
Then, in July 2017, she sued her landlord, claiming a water leak created toxic mold that destroyed her health. She alleged eczema, respiratory problems, systemic yeast infections. She wanted over $15,000 in damages. These are the photos she submitted to the court as evidence of her supposed suffering. Here is what the evidence actually showed. The landlord's independent mold expert found levels, quote,
Candace, how's that yeast infection going for you? We got to make sure the black The black mold, the yeast infection residuals don't tear the baby up or anything. Baby gonna come out itching. Like, he's screaming and crying. Like, what's wrong with the baby? The yeast infection gave him some bites and bumps on the skin, you know. The doctor's gonna be mad. He's trying to deliver her baby. He gotta sit on the end of that. That OBGYN will be like, I gotta have a gas mask. Oh, the smell to come out of that is gonna be toxic. Y'all listen. Let me tell you something. Oh man. Oh, if Candace have a vaginal delivery, the doctor on that end is going to faint. He's going to pass out and hit the floor. Hopefully it's the same doctor she's always had and they just know what to come in equipped with. They're going to be coming in with this gas mask, y'all. It's going to look like the bubonic plague with the long beak and have flowers stuffed in it. He going to come in. Are you ready? On 3, push. Like, doctor, why are you wearing this? You stink. Please do not ask me to take this mask off. I need it for oxygen. He'll be wearing a hazmat suit. He gonna wear those little beats. I'm telling y'all, straight from the 17th century, gonna look like he's dealing with the bubonic plague. Yeah, gonna have on a hat, like a walking bird. Doctor, none of that is necessary. Oh, it is absolutely necessary. Yeah, sorry, Miss Owens, it's absolutely necessary. You stink, girl. It's called Monostat 7. Can you understand me? Doctor, I can't hear you. Monostat 7. We're going to give you some emergency Monostat 7, okay? Monostat 7. Nurse, can you bring some Monostat 7? We need like the strongest dose of that. Monostat 7, please. Thank you. Oh my God. Candace, you can kiss my ass. Oh my God. We're not delivering until we get Monostat 7. Otherwise, I'm wearing this hazmat suit and the mask. The gas mask is absolutely necessary. Candace Owens Farmer stinks. She's had a 10-year yeast infection. What are you people thinking? Stop procreating with her, bro. How dare George keep making babies? Y'all wonder why George keeps saying, I'm not putting this in that. It's got yeast infection all over. What do you mean? Candace is a walking biohazard. She's taking it out on all of us. How dare you, you dumb heifer.
Within the range of normal mold levels, no visible mold was ever found. 0. And in her own deposition, under oath, Owens herself confirmed there was no visible mold in her apartment. The defense also revealed she had been running the air conditioning with the balcony door open, causing condensation buildup. She was also keeping an unauthorized cat in a no-pets building.
You had that damn cat. and didn't even put the cat on the leash, didn't pay the pet fee or nothing. So you lying and cheating? Candace, you didn't think they would do an investigation to figure out this black mold? You actually thought you would just be able to sue them and just get some money. Did I tell you to move there?
Then came the counterclaim. Owens had stopped paying her $3,500 monthly rent.
For 7 months.
6 months of unpaid rent. $21,300. Just stopped paying.
Yep.
Her biggest legal problem? After years of delays and continuances, she never produced a single expert witness to connect the alleged mold to her claimed health issues. In a mold case that is fatal. The New York Post later reported, Owens lost, the landlord won. She was ordered to pay approximately $20,000 in damages and legal expenses. She thought she could play victim and cash in.
Woo!
The court had the receipts.
Yep.
Facts me. Educate. Don't fabricate.
So we have here an excerpt from the book God Chose Me by J.D. Vance. Here we are. After sacrificing Charlie Kirk to the entity Baal, I began to think about my faith. Long nights in the vice president's residence.
We're laughing about this shit. How is this funny? Did y'all hear what he just said? After sacrificing him to Baal? This was an odd reaction to Charlie Kirk's death. This is her laughing at this clown, reading something. Whose video is this? Natalie Beisner. This is Natalie video. This is crazy.
So we have here an excerpt from the book God Chose Me by...
That was supposed to be from J.D. Vance. And this dumb clown is like making some stuff up. Because I know damn well that's not in that book.
By J.D. Vance. Here we are. After sacrificing Charlie Kirk to the entity Baal...
Why is that funny to her? So her and the dumb demon are sitting here laughing at some demonic nonsense like that. Why is that funny to Candace? And people think that she cares. You don't laugh at some like that. First of all, she should have said, Tim Diddley, let me tell you something. Don't be making no videos like this. This ain't funny. Sacrifice the ball. You understand what that means? She full of shit. This is Candace. You were certainly no friend to Charlie Kirk. You really think he would want you to laugh at anyone else that was assassinated on national television? If it was someone else and Charlie Kirk was alive, and it was a friend that Charlie Kirk had, and someone Candace wants to claim as a friend, you think he would sit back and let her laugh at this bullshit? He will call her, hopefully he would call her out. Candace is a dumb demon, period.
Began to think about my faith. Long nights in the vice president's residence, pacing, thinking about if the sacrifice to Baal would be enough. Long meetings in the Oval Office and the Situation Room discussing Baal's incessant appetite for flesh.
Why Baal? Why Baal? Why Baal? Of all things, why Baal? This is crazy. A false idol.
When will Baal get enough, I would ask, while drinking my
incessant appetite for flesh? That's so demonic.
Morning coffee. Or at night, while I sat there and my wife, expressionless, stared at me and refusing to speak. Does Baal care about America, I would ask? Is Baal a fan? Could I get a meeting with Baal? Could I sit toe-to-toe with Baal and in its ancient tongue convince it to stop killing? By the way, as an excerpt from a book, it's very interesting because it's J.D. Vance communicating with the deity Baal. Well, of course, many people are going to say, well, that's not technically in his book. It's the essence of the book. It's the essence of the book.
No, you lying like hell. And it is not funny. You're talking about a idol, a golden idol. Candace. He's sitting here talking about you, somebody worshiping a ball. Seriously? Candace, is this not you? You want to talk about a ball? Candace, it's not you. Candace, this ain't you. Yeah, this is Candace. Candace. So you and your cult members sit here, they worship you and bow down to you as the portly pig you are all day, you hogwart. And yet, you let this stupid idiot lie about what's not in a book that we can all read and see for ourselves is not in that book. Candace, this ain't you. It sure look like you, Candace. This is like you and all your candy ass worshipers. Got the tusk and everything. So they cool with her giving them hogwart slop to believe. And they sitting here worshiping her golden calf ass. But he's lying about what's not even in a book. Talking about someone being sacrificed to Baal. An idol that God said you are to not have in the Bible. And then she wanted to talk about Christ as King. This Candace right here. That's what her sycophants and her cult members are doing. Worshiping her like a golden image. That's you, Candace. Girl. Child. She want to sit here. Candace, I told you, you going toe-to-toe with me, ain't it? You're not smart enough to keep up. But yet, when her worshipers bow down and worship her like a golden calf, her candy ass cult members sitting here worshiping her ass like a golden idol image. They want to get mad because we pointed it out. Y'all paying her attorney's fees and she's a billionaire. This heifer doesn't even want to give back refunds. You know how many times she has lied about anything? Tried to weaponize deaths, COVID, everything in between. But they worshiping her and the ground she walk on, though. Lifting her up like a golden image, like a god to them. And they don't see nothing wrong with that. All right, Nikki, see you later, honey. I'm not going to be too much longer. Candace, keep on. God will sit you down because he know how to do it. You up here allowing your cult followers to worship you like you some god to them. And yet he's lying about what's not even in the book.
That was Candace Owens playing Tim Dillon, mocking J.D. Vance's new book, Communion. Yeah. And I find some things very odd and disconcerting about this clip. And I'll go in order from least importance to most important. So number one, this book, Communion, is about J.D. Vance's conversion to Catholicism, which you would think Candace, of all people, would be happy about. I mean, if she's going to mention it at all, which I don't know why she's mentioning it, because it has nothing to do with Charlie's assassination, but she mentions a lot of things that have absolutely nothing to do with Charlie's assassination, and a lot of people who have absolutely nothing to do with Charlie's assassination. So here we are. But you would think that if she mentioned it at all, it would be at least to say a quick congratulations to the vice president for choosing Catholicism. And if I'm not mistaken, JD Vance is a former evangelical. Candace Owens herself is a former evangelical, and she is all about being a former evangelical and being pro-Catholicism. She's very much into that. And I'll remind you that 5 days after Charlie's assassination, she got on her show and said that Charlie was, quote, too smart to be Protestant, end quote. And that is knowing full well that even if she truly believes that Charlie was on the verge of converting to Catholicism, which we don't have evidence for. And one of the last things he said the day that he was killed is that he's evangelical. Literally one of the last things he said at UVU that day. But even if you genuinely believe that Charlie was secretly Catholic, you at least know that Charlie's parents are, by all accounts, Protestant. They raised him Protestant. I assume they're still Protestant. His wife is Protestant. So 5 days after his assassination, it seems a little tactless at best to say that, you know, but that's how much she's into Catholicism. So you would think that JD Vance would at least get some kind of positive feeling over not only this conversion, but also writing about it. Number two, Vice President Vance has had several moments recently where he's had some pretty strong words for Israel, particularly at the press conference last week, where he essentially said that anyone in the Israeli cabinet who believes that President Trump is like not on their side is very mistaken. Like, he's the only one on your side, essentially, is what Vice President Vance said, that they made enemies. They've made enemies of basically every other world leader worth talking about except for President Trump. And a lot of people thought that he kind of like put Israel in their place. People in the cabinet who might have been upset with this MOU and President Trump and all of that. So again, you would think that whatever you think about that personally, you would think that Candace would be happy about it. It's kind of funny.
Please.
Yesterday, I saw that both Ben Shapiro and the Young Turks were upset at Vice President Vance for his trip to Switzerland. So they were upset over the exact same thing, the exact same person, but obviously from different angles. And it seems like poor Vice President Vance can like do no right. But regardless, he has had these moments where he has really on the world stage stood up to Israel. And I would think that Candace would find that refreshing. But number three, and the most important, the most disconcerting, why is she laughing after he says, after sacrificing Charlie Kirk to the entity ball?
After sacrificing Charlie Kirk to the entity ball, I began to think about my faith.
That's demonic.
Why would you laugh after that?
Thank you.
And it's not the first time that she's laughed surrounding this. I mean, literally shown.
More proof that people need to see that she's evil and demonic. Candace is evil and demonic. She's evil and demonic. Like, this is crazy. Sifa said, it's in your mail. Thank you. No one in the Israeli cabinet talked about Trump personally. JD lied. JD got to work that out. You lying like hell out there. Trump should have cussed him out then. He didn't go off on him. Candace thinks she has a get out of hell free card. Really, they all do. For some reason, they don't think that hell is hot or real, I guess. Now, Candace, hell is hot and real. I don't know why. Like, the idea that she's snarling at this over Charlie Kirk being sacrificed to an idol god. It's demonic. It's demonic. He said something about having enough flesh or something. Like, are you kidding? It's so demonic. Hold on a second. I'm going to check my email in a minute. Let me play this out.
Glee when Charlie's assassination is mentioned. And Tucker did the same thing, honestly. And you know what? Generally, you want to give people the benefit of the doubt, right? Humans have all sorts of reactions. They laugh when things are uncomfortable. They laugh for all sorts of reasons. However, she's shown herself to be in bad faith. She's shown herself to lack empathy. And you would think that if this were truly about being in grief over your friend's assassination and just wanting justice for him and the truth for him, that you wouldn't be able to laugh when the assassination was mentioned, even if it's mentioned in jest. That you should be turned off when it's mentioned in jest. That's all the more reason to not laugh. If this were truly about grieving, right? And it were truly about Charlie Kirk, you would think that you would by and large find jokes around his assassination very distasteful. And overall, this entire investigation, if that's what you want to call it, should be colored with a sober-mindedness that in general it has not been colored with. And I understand that, yes, we all have to make light of things and dark humor and all of that. But if you have been at this for going on 10 months and you have attempted to destroy people's lives over it and their reputations. And so if this is truly about justice, truly about fighting evil, I don't see how you have a moment of levity as it directly pertains to the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Right after someone mentions the assassination of Charlie Kirk, I don't know how you circle that square. If you need to let off steam in other ways and laugh about other things, do that. But when you're laughing about jokes about Charlie's assassination, even if you think that it's at the Trump administration's expense, I find that troubling. I find that to be an odd reaction from someone who wants to talk about everyone else's odd reactions and everyone else not acting right and not grieving right. That's what this seems like to me. And Candace especially should not be laughing at this, because if you truly believe she's onto something, and if she truly believes she's onto something, and she truly believes that the evil elites sacrificed her friend and assassinated her friend, orchestrated his assassination, then she and people who genuinely believe in her would have this deep, profound awareness of what they're up against and how impossible it is for them to get justice for Charlie, because they can't arrest these people, they can't charge these people, they can't prosecute these people, they can't criminally punish these people. And so if you genuinely believe that she is onto something, if she genuinely believes that she's onto something, it's all the more reason to not laugh about the evil elite sacrificing Charlie to the dark forces, right? To the Prince of Satan, to Baal. It's all the more reason to not laugh, because you genuinely believe that that's what happened. And you must have an awareness that that's in God's hands. Like, I cannot bring justice for that. That if that's really what happened to my friend Charlie, there's almost nothing I can do about it. That's all the more reason to not laugh at a joke like this, right? I mean, if anything,
it's just demonic. It's so demonic. Baal. Do we understand what Baal represents in the Bible? Something Candace does not read. Candace doesn't read the Bible. So, at the very least, she knows that Baal is not God. But she has no respect for the word of God at all. And look, she's letting herself be a idol god, a golden idol calf. She's got a whole coat, worshiping the ground she walks on. A whole coat. Y'all, Sifa sent me a photo. Y'all gotta see this. Yeah, here's why she's sitting here laughing, because she's a demon. She's a hell spawn. See, when you're married to Lucifer himself, all that evil just starts to ooze out of you. What they eating here? Chicken gizzards. Candace. You and George Farmer don't have any room to be laughing at anything. You evil demon. Now we know whose baby that is. Is the baby going to come out sliding out or clawing out? How's it going to go? She already said that this pregnancy is making me physically violent. That's so evil. You evil demon. Didn't I tell you not to procreate with Satan? You can't make this up. Candace is just evil. She's evil and she doesn't care. She doesn't have a soul. She doesn't care. She's an alien. She's demonic. Can't make this up. This is why she's laughing. She's dining with the devil. Yeah, y'all shout out to Sifa for this photo. Candace is the mother and bride of Chucky. Mother and father of Chucky. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, this evil, evil woman. Somehow, Candace, you're still roaming our earth. You know, you could ET phone home, you alien.
People laughing, I guess, would be the people who think that it's absurd, the idea that Charlie was sacrificed. It's absurd that there was a big orchestrated international plot conspiracy to assassinate him. I guess, if anything, those would be the people laughing at Tim Dillon in sort of a mocking way.
Who the hell is that?
But
know Tim
for my
Dillon
part,
is such a clown.
For a lot of the people I know who are of my mind, who think that that's absurd, we're not laughing because we don't find it funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. It's not funny to even joke about. But especially if you think that Candace is onto something, you shouldn't be laughing because you genuinely think that's what happened.
Most of these people that are sitting here worshiping the ground she walks on never cared for Charlie Kirk or TPUSA in the first place. They barely agree with anything Charlie Kirk said. Most of them that are sitting here cheering and rooting her on will never ever support TPUSA or Charlie Kirk. Most of her supporters believe he was racist. They don't care about him or him losing his life because they don't care about the threat she's bringing to to the widow, to Erica Kirk, or the kids. She literally admitted to stalking this woman, and they cool with that. Yeah, you should stalk her. Follow her every move. That's gross. Why would Candace care about what another grown woman is doing 24/7? She's obsessed. She needs to be admitted. She is a threat to society now. She literally said that she has this overwhelming feeling to get in physical fights with people and trying to blame it on her baby in her belly. However it got there. Well, it's turkey based and something else is out of control. We know George didn't lay down and procreate willingly. And I said, you have to cuff George to the bed or what? He can smell that too. He's like, oh, go out of the room, Candace. Go, get out. No, come in here. Leave me alone. I'm in my closet space. Your everything is fake and gay husband is not even trying to consummate with you, you dumbass girl. Can't make this up. And she's sitting here talking about how a pregnancy makes her want to physically fight more people. You can't, what? Are you serious? Yeah, you should definitely have a protection order issued against you. Like, she just boldly saying all these things. I would not be able to say half of that shit and get away with it. Most people in their right frame of mind wouldn't say something like that. I would never blame the urge to want to get into a physical fight on my pregnancy. What you mean? Knowing that you're not going to get into a physical fight because you're pregnant. Candace, you're a coward, but you won't go to court. Oh my God.
And it's not funny. And you're not able to bring justice for that. For a situation like that, if we're truly talking about up against the elites. Anyways, I'm running out of light, you can see, but that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I apologize for the darkness. This came up. I just saw this and I wanted to respond to it.
Man, that's evil and demonic.
Yeah, It's interesting to me that it's endless reviling and mockery and mean-spiritedness, no matter what. Even when it's towards someone who's just recently become Catholic, even when it's towards someone in the administration who has kind of stood up to Israel more than anyone else, I guess you would say. And even when it's surrounding Charlie's assassination, like it's just constant mockery and mean-spiritedness is what it seems like to me. Like no one can do any right unless they 100% agree with her, and that's it. And that's just an observation that I have made. And thank you guys so much for watching. God bless all of you guys, and talk to you again very soon. Bye-bye.
Natalie, child. This is crazy. This is crazy. I wanted to get this right here from Chicks on the Right. They did a video regarding Candace's pregnancy, and then she goes full rage mode because
there's going to.
This is crazy. I love Chicks on the Right. I love how candid they both are, and they call her crazy in a hot minute because she is. Candace is crazy. So for her to even try to sit here and to blame all this rage and anger and angst and hate and vitriol on her pregnancy, that's a telltale sign of how unhappy she is. At the very least, you telling other people to be happy, you got life growing inside you. We don't know what's growing inside you. But you can't even be at peace. Only a disturbed individual would think it's cool to sit here and blame the baby for my violent tendencies and I want to get in a fight with a whole bunch of people. How would that fight look, Candace? You know most people would not fight you knowing that you're pregnant. And you're going to stand there and say, I'm pregnant. I'm not, don't fight me. Don't hit me. I'm pregnant. You understand how that would look? For you to say you want to get into physical altercations because you're pregnant with a boy, and then know that if you end up in a situation where you're about to fight, that person is not going to really want to fight you like that because you're pregnant. You're showing us more how you're a coward. And you're out of your mind. Like, that is the worst thing you can do is sit here and say, I'm going to get into a bunch of fights. All I want to do is just get into physical fights while you're pregnant and not care about the safety and welfare and the well-being of your baby growing inside you. It's like somebody knowing that they're pregnant going out trying to play football. I have the urge to want to put on a helmet and just tackle people. What you mean? Sit your ass down. Like, you can make this out. Or to go box. You're not going to get in the ring and try to box someone knowing you're pregnant. The idea that you want to get into physical fights and you're pregnant. Girl, you're stupid.
To be another Candace Owens spawn. That is bad news for the world. And apparently it's an excuse also for Candace to be a raging C-word. Oh. And she says that out loud, that not only does it give her permission or explain her rage, but it also is going to be an excuse henceforth and forthwith that she will not be allowed to be criticized because how dare you criticize a pregnant woman, right? And by the way, the reason, the way that she...
Candace, you can kiss my ass, you demonic hell spawn from Satan. You are the byproduct of Satan's left nut and a three-legged retarded goat. You crawled up into our rehall or from your home planet, and somehow you feel that we want you here. While you go to Russia, come back and think we're supposed to be like them. So a country that's not our ally. And now you want us all to believe that you and your lavender gay husband are happy and having a baby to which you two procreated the ordinary traditional way. When you smell like funky corn chips because of your systemic recurrent yeast infections. Is it our fault that the doctor has to wear a gas mask in order for you to give birth? Chicks on the Right says she about to give birth to a hill spawn.
She found out she's pregnant. Her fans. We're supposed to believe her fans.
That's such a tactic.
Such a tactic.
It is. It's so you guys did it.
I love Chicks on the Right,
you did
man.
This. You totally. Come on, stop it.
I know. Ridiculous. But here's how she opened her show yesterday.
Wait, I would like to formally announce at the top of the show that you guys were correct. I am with child. I'm expecting another child. A lot of you guys had sussed that out genuinely within the first 4 weeks of my pregnancy. I actually found out, I am not kidding, that I was pregnant from you guys.
Okay.
You guys were in the comments. You were asking questions. You were like, Candace has a very unique attitude that she's known to have when she's pregnant with a boy. It's kind of sus. I think she's pregnant. Yes, you were correct. I learned from you. And then I found out that is indeed the reason, as it always is, that I grow sort of increasingly violent when I am, for something about growing a boy inside of you that makes you want to aggress. That's how I feel. I don't understand it, but I want to physically.
You're going to jail. You're going to understand when your ass get locked up. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Depending on how big she is, they might just cuff her in the front. But you going to understand. They'll probably cuff your feet to keep you from kicking. I advocate for that. Cuff her feet. She might kick. I heard she was a spitter as well. And a biter. Candace going to jail. Now, think you're going to sit here and just go out and attack somebody? Nah, they're gonna keep their hands and feet and stuff away from your belly, but you going to jail. You are going to jail.
Fight people. The more pregnant I become, I want to physically fight people. There's nothing I can do about it. It's a condition. And yeah.
Yeah, no. Every judge in the United States of America would disagree. Defendant, that is no such thing as a condition. No one told you to get pregnant either. That was your choice. You could get your tubes out. Stop having babies. She ain't happy about this at all. She is not happy about this pregnancy. Giving birth to, George Farmer's byproducts is not easy, I guess. Make this up. She's mad as hell. Candace, who told you to get pregnant? Who's about to tell you to get pregnant? This is all your fault, Candace. You somehow, I want to, aggress. Oh, really? So the judge is going to say, okay, duly noted. How many times have you aggressed? Yeah, so this is, it's called you a repeat offender. Just being violent. Yeah, no. So you've actually fought 6 people, not 2. Oh, okay, got it. So yeah. For every occurrence, that's going to be 2 years in prison for each fight, because you just out here doing this willfully and intentionally. Hopefully this video does make it to court. Exhibit A, Your Honor. She planned to do this whole time. And George Farmer said nothing. He stood behind a camera, being the punk ass that he is, and he just let her say all this. So her dumb team didn't sit here and say, we need to edit this out, because you telling on yourself. Lady Luck Club will send this over to every court. Every judge that I can get this over to, they will get this video clip, Candace. You telling on yourself. You love telling on yourself. You don't think this is going, man, these judges don't owe you nothing. They're going to lock you up. Lock her up. Lock her up. You had that baby in jail. Girl, bye.
I want to physically fight people. There's nothing I can do about it. It's a condition. And yeah. That's a lot that we're going to unpack today, but I wanted to get that done at the top of the show. Let you guys know that you are really annoying for knowing first. I shouldn't be finding this out from the internet. Who do you guys think you are? Clearly, you know me better than I know myself. Anyway, welcome back to Candace.
Oh my God. So were you an aggressive demonic psycho when you were growing 2 boys?
Right? I mean, there's a lot of women, I'm sure, in our audience right now who have grown boys who didn't turn into raging stewards, right?
I do
This is not a thing.
A lot of women who have grown boys who were not demonic psychopaths. Totally.
I mean, this is so crazy. And the way that this, self-described Catholic, she claims Catholicism is super important in her life. The way that she mocks the Bible in terms of the protection that it calls for widows, for example, is so disgusting. So she announced that she's pregnant, obviously, as you saw. And then she was responding to one of her fans who said, I can't wait to see you use the how dare you judge and say nasty things about a pregnant woman in reverse. And she said, yep, It's that simple. Pregnancy means I can do whatever and no one can say anything or critique me because I'm growing a child. And the Bible is very clear about the innocence of the life that grows inside me. I'm instantly in.
Candace, you are the demon. Not the baby, the end. Unless the baby is a byproduct of you and Satan, you're the demon. You're the hell spawn. You're still an idiot. You have no brain. And I feel sorry for this child that might be born in jail, because you will go to jail if you go out and physically fight someone. No one will care about you being pregnant. They're going to have you locked up. That's it. Bottom line. You're going to meet the right one on the wrong day, and they're going to have you arrested. They will cuff you in the front, depending on how big your belly is. And I'm just going to advocate for them to cuff your feet. Careful, she's a kicker and a biter. Put a spit hood on her. Yeah, we make sure you have a spit hood and everything, girl. You like, this damn lady like want me in jail. You're going to jail because you want to fight everybody. It's called assault and battery. It's called battery for sure. Use a weapon if you want to. Now you ending it up to a felony. Go on and get that felony charge, you dumbass demon, so you can go to jail and be there for a while.
Suddenly removed from all responsibility. Thank you to my supporters. We've officially graduated to the TPUSA faith grift.
It's actually the Bible doesn't say that she is exempt from criticism. The baby's
exactly, Mama said it's called lying.
She's not. I honestly,
it's so disgusting that she's using this as a thing.
Because she doesn't care about the Bible, you guys. She doesn't care about it.
She even went on to say, I'm trying out this line. Everybody pregnant's differently. I like it. It works. Oh my God.
You dumb demon. Do you understand that even with the same woman, you can have different pregnancies? Candace, it's not funny, nor does it slap when it's true. Every pregnancy is different. This girl is stupid. So biology goes over her head as well. We already know that. Now, the Macrons will show you how it's done when they take your ass to court. When you go, stop running from that court date. It's on your dumbass motion to dismiss, Candace. Stop running from court. Go to court. Go to court, Candace. Go to court. You trying all these lines. What is going to be your responses you give when you get cross-examined? You're not prepping for this at all. You really think this judge is going to go ahead and just grant your motion to dismiss? All right, what is she going to do when she's ordered to pay $30 million? Lord, I can't wait for that. I cannot wait until she is ordered to pay $30 million. Like, I want a camera in that courtroom. My God. And I want them to zoom in on her as she is told what her judgment is. Oh, that's going to be so epic. It's satisfying. That has to be the most satisfying thing that we can witness in the next 3 years coming up. Candace being ordered to pay out a judgment for $30 million. And the camera is dead set on her as she's being told by a judge that he is ordering you to pay $30 million. Lord, we bless you. Candace, that's going to be a part of my intro. Do you understand me?
Man, I cannot wait for one of those kids because she's going to have a gajillion, right? I cannot wait for one of them to write about their crazy mother in like 20 years. I'm seriously, that's going to be like a fun day.
Oh, boy.
I will buy that book. I will buy it, and I will buy it for several of my friends because that kid is going to have
crazy.
Going to jail. Somebody asked. So many people were asking, "Who's the father?" I would like to know that too. Who is the father?
The best comment I saw about that on Twitter was, "I wonder who George, like what guy George thinks about when he's impregnating her."
Right. Yeah, totally, man. You know his eyes are closed.
Oh my God, I love love that. So apparently the entire show of hers yesterday was filled with rage, and she's very, very mad about people who imply that she and Charlie were not close, particularly during the last couple years of his life. Now, there is a mistake that some people make by saying because she never shows texts between them beyond 2019, that they stopped being friends in 2019. They were still friends back then. She just doesn't have any evidence of it. And she hates it when people say and point that out. So she calls them liars, and she's really, really mad about it. And she wants everybody to know that she's at war with everybody. And she's super.
Candace, bring that energy over here if you want to. I dare you, you dumb demon. I'm not obligated to believe you when you don't have any evidence. I never said 2019. I said 2025. But I'm still not obligated to believe her. Who owes Candace the benefit of the doubt when her dumb ass does not know how text messages work? If you can't produce text messages with date and timestamps, well, we all know text messages come with date and timestamps. We don't owe her the belief of anything. We just don't. That's part of the problem. People just believing what she says with no evidence. We don't owe her the benefit of the doubt. We don't have to believe what she says without evidence. And if you send a text message up and you're offering up this evidence and it doesn't have date or timestamps, you could say this text message was from 2024. When if we don't see the date and timestamp, we don't know that. There's no way to verify that. How do we verify how old the text message is if the date and timestamp is missing? Make it make sense. This is how her dumb cult members think. Well, she posted text, but it has no date or timestamps. It could have been from 2016. It could have been from 2019. It could have been from 2020. But we don't have to give her the benefit of the doubt. We don't have to say that this came from 2023. We don't know. And the date and timestamp is what tells you how old this text message is, when it was sent, when it was received, and all of that. Why can't she produce text messages with date and timestamps if it's coming out of her phone? We all know what text messages from an iPhone looks like. Who saves Charlie Kirk's number in their phone as Charlie Kirk new? Why do you need new behind it? If you save somebody's name, you save your friend's name in your phone, because I'm one where I do first and last names. Right? So if I save somebody in my phone, first and last name, then I might put the nickname I call them or something like that in parentheses. Why would I put new behind that? She had Charlie Kirk new. That's how his name was saved in that phone, according to that message. New? What? Why that? It's not like she said Charlie Kirk Sr. because there's a junior. No, Charlie Kirk and then new. The word new. N-E-W. Is there a Charlie Kirk old? Like, who does that? That is the weirdest thing ever. Because, she likes weird. It's the only word she understands. Weird and demon. So, that is the weirdest thing ever. Charlie Kirk new. But if you are sending text, it will come with a date and timestamp. The problem is Candace cannot prove that she and Charlie Kirk were communicating or talking for at least a year leading up to his death. Meaning the year 2025. I started with September of 2024 to September 2025. Where are those messages at? With date and timestamps. Because otherwise, they weren't talking. They fell out. Even if he didn't badmouth her, they were not communicating with each other. They weren't going to each other's kids' birthday parties. They weren't vacationing together. Her and Erica Kirk didn't have a girls trip out or nothing like that. You didn't hear George Farmer even talk about him. George Farmer didn't even bring him up. Only time Charlie Kirk would come up when she mentioned it. You don't see George out here saying, my condolences to Charlie Kirk and his family and blah, blah, blah. None of that. George don't say anything about Charlie Kirk. They weren't friends, but he tell you flat out he's friends with Andrew Tate. That's the craziness of it all. But she wants people to believe that her and Charlie Kirk were friends for a year leading up to his death. If she doesn't understand what a year is, mathematically speaking, then Candace is really stupid. She's hopping on 2019 from 2024 to 2025. Where's the proof of that friendship? If you weren't talking, you weren't talking. They unfollowed each other everywhere on social media. Thank you, Mackenzie. They unfollowed each other. That's not the sign of a friendship. They didn't hang out together. They didn't do any couple things together at all. Candace and George were not even invited to Charlie Kirk's wedding with Erica Kirk. That's what's so crazy. So her posting up messages that could have been faked and forged with no data timestamps does not prove anything. That's the one piece of evidence you need to prove that we were in communication between this time and this time. She can't even leave the date and timestamps up for people to determine that. And now she wants to sit here and say she's more violent now because she's pregnant. Bye, Felicia. You going to jail, Candace.
We're glad about it. This, again, is the pregnancy rage talking.
An absolute fact. These people are despicable.
You're an idiot.
Oh, Charlie and Candace didn't speak since 2019. You liars. Sending people out to write.
Candace, you the biggest liar of them all. I mean, you got to be neck to neck with Satan himself. Most people didn't even say 2019. I know me personally, I said between September 2024 and September 2025. And I still want your alibi. And George alibi. What the hell was George between September 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th of 2025? What was George Farmer at? Where the hell was he at? And you giving him a black eye? Girl, we don't kick rocks.
Right, hippies is trying to just, I can't even imagine having passed away and watching my worst enemies be given my legacy by my own wife, yielding the stage to Ben Shapiro. Like we were going to allow that. We're not going to allow it. I said from the very beginning.
She act like she could stop it. Candace, you do realize there's nothing you can do about that. Who said that Ben Shapiro was an enemy of Charlie Kirk? Who said that? You're the one saying all these people were enemies. You are claiming they're enemies. They're enemies of yours. You and Charlie Kirk are not one and the same. Candace, he didn't even marry you, you dumb demon.
Of this entire thing. I want war with all of you, and I'm so glad that I'm getting it.
Who you bucking at?
I'm so glad, you guys. So glad.
I hope they name the kid something Russian, because America first. America first, you guys.
And she, for all of the theories that she's thrown around, like the bees and the Jews and the French and the planes and the Egypt.
That damn growl. Candace, no one takes you serious. Girl, you scared no one. Candace, you will get your ass whooped and get locked up. That knuck if you bucks is not now. That's not you. Hell no.
The exploding mics and
all of the
turning
things
point.
all over for all of the things that she has theorized without evidence, we should point out. It is amazing that she doesn't consider any weight. There's no weight given to the actual cause of Charlie's death, which was, of course, Tyler Robinson, who was in love with the trans furry. And there's plenty of evidence for that. But of course, that doesn't matter to Candace. She continues to insist, and Tucker does too, that Israel killed Charlie. And she is using now, she's lying and saying that Charlie tweeted the night before he died that he was abandoning the pro-Israel cause. That's a lie. That came out of a group text in which he was being sarcastic that was released by Andrew Colvett to the authorities and then leaked. He never tweeted any such thing, but that's not going to stop Candace from lying.
They're going to get Sloppy Joe Kent for leaking stuff. He's under FBI investigation for releasing information, confidential, sensitive information he should not have released. Now, I want y'all to imagine this. Imagine Sloppy Joe Kent tells Candace, the dum-dum, a lot of things that was confidential. And then she goes to Russia. And somehow they're able to get all that information out of her. Now, what you think that'll do for Sloppy Joe Kent? I just want y'all to think about that for a second. She goes to Russia after getting all this information leaked to her from the FBI, CIA, whatever Sloppy Joe Kent was connected to. And then she goes to Russia, not being able to outsmart these people when they ask her questions. Knowing that she hates her own country. Candace hates the United States of America. She hates this country. She wants us to be like, Russia, girl, you out your damn mind. Imagine what type of intel they may have gotten out of her. That was leaked to her from some moron that used to work for the FBI, CIA, and is now under FBI investigation for leaking classified, sensitive information. Oh, honey, don't worry. Jenny, you good up in here? Imagine this. She went to Russia knowing classified information and has this self-profound hatred for her own country. Imagine how easy it would be to get intel out of somebody like a Candace. Because her dumb ass does not believe that they tracked her the whole time. Probably still has a tracker on her somewhere. And now she wants the U.S. to be more like Russia. No! What's wrong with you? No, they can leave us alone. We're not going to be like them. You took your bum ass over there and told them whatever they asked you. Gave up all this information. And you thought you were going to come back over here with that BS? Nope. She's a traitor to the United States. Because she's already put it out there that she has sources in the FBI. Y'all remember the interview she did with CNN? When you say stuff like that and you make it known that you have sources within the FBI and they're willing to share information, otherwise, what's the point of a source? They're giving you information. So you got people inside the FBI giving you information. More than likely, Sloppy Joe Kent. You might be getting information you aren't even supposed to know. And then you take that to Russia. You don't think they're going to ask her about this so-called information? You quoted, you have sources in the FBI. Tell us what you know. Everything. She probably sat her dumb ass down and just spilled the beans. And she has the audacity to try to speak on behalf of the United States of America in Russia. Girl, you don't speak for us. But you give her a court date. Look how much she procrastinates on going to court on her own motion to dismiss. Because she's a punk ass.
And here she is once again doing just that.
Charlie Kirk murdered for his views on transgenderism when the night before he tweeted that he was left no option but to abandon the pro-Israel cause because of how severely they were bullying him, threatening him, using finances. The night before he's talking to rabbis, Israeli rabbis, Josh Hammer, all of them saying if they were just helping him tune his debate, fine-tune his debate skills, because Charlie wasn't, doing that for a living and smarter than every single one of these people.
I'm just curious though, if Israel's so powerful, if she believes that, if she truly believes that, why didn't they get rid of her and Tucker?
Exactly. Why would they get rid of one of their best supporters ever
Right.
simply because there was a donor that was mad he continued to platform Tucker? We're supposed to believe Israel would off one of their long.
Well, I mean, when most people are saying now that he shouldn't be, they should not platform Tucker anymore. Tell him to kick rocks. No one owes him any nicety. See, this is what the power of being honest and truthful gets pushed to the side for niceties. We don't need to be nice. We need to be honest and genuine. That's why Candace's ding dong demonic ass still watches me, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. No one owes Tucker Carlson anything at TPUSA. They need to stop being nice and be real about it. You can't come back on our platform, you dumb Mickey Mouse, crackhead Mickey Mouse, up here saying all this nonsense. We don't believe in none of that. Don't come over here no more. That's how hard is that? Then he get mad and then he'll have his little tantrum on his show and then he'll keep going because no one owes him that. You don't reward bad behavior. This is why you don't do that. Tucker Carlson's like a child. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Don't give him a stage to come out and speak on when he's sitting here saying that Erica Kirk aided in the unaliving of her own husband and that Charlie Kirk was no longer pro-Israel and all this stuff TPUSA don't believe in. Don't platform him anymore. Now we got to cut you off and we're going to sleep peacefully tonight. We owe you nothing. It's that simple. Let him be. Niceties should not put you in a compromising position. Well, I don't want to be mean to him. You don't owe him nothing. TPUSA does not owe Tucker Carlson a damn thing. And if he and his sycophants don't like it, tell him to kick rocks. That's simple. And sleep peacefully. Stop being nice. Be real. Be honest. Be direct. Be genuine. Trying to be nice is getting them caught up in this. They should have stopped platforming Tucker Carlson last year. You don't owe him a damn thing. He wants to go out here and call Trump a B word and all this stuff. Child, let him. You can't come back over here no more. You want to sit here and kiss Candace's ass and try to follow along her nonsense. Y'all go on, kick rocks. Jump off a bridge together. Don't come over here. It's not that hard to say. He is no longer welcome over here. And we don't care how he feel about it. Because he definitely don't care how we feel or the backlash that we take every time he says the dumb things he says and we don't agree with it. He's sitting here allowing Charlie Kirk's wife to get dragged through the mud by this dumb demon Candace. And he says nothing about it. It's almost to a point where he's agreeing with it. So his little punk ass can stay over there. Don't come over here. And sleep peacefully. They don't owe him shit.
This term supporters ahead of a Tucker or a Candace?
It's the most retarded take. You know, it's like the people who are like, oh my God, he's controlling Trump. Okay. I mean, it's think.
I know.
I do so much laundry in this house, like a ton. I would say that summer laundry is different than winter laundry. Not true in my house. It all sucks. Okay. I have a lot of laundry happening in my house. And my laundry room is like my she shed. I have a TV, I have a radio in there. It's like my personal.
Imagine having a TV in your laundry room.
Oh my God. Oh, wait, are you doing commercials? Lord. All right, let me fast forward. We don't do they sponsors.
They would talk to people like Josh Hammer or rabbis about how to frame arguments on Israel before debates because he was smarter than them. Instead, they must have been threatening him, she says. Well, I was a part of that prep work and they weren't threatening him. Instead, it really was just debate prep. Charlie always knew he could be better and was eager to get advice and guidance from other people he thought could help him. He was so successful, not because he was innately smarter than everyone, but rather because he had so much humility. I can see how Candace might be unable to relate to a person like that.
100%.
She just flat out jealous. Candace mad because she can't debate. Candace, that requires for you to read. You have to be able to pronounce 5-letter words. You got to master the English language before you go out here debating. You don't understand definitions of terms. What's the difference between globalism and nationalism, Candace? Yeah, you're an idiot. Got it. You can't make this up. This girl can't debate to save her life. All she can do is yell, scream, and holler and talk over somebody and then repeat herself over and over and over again. Child, we have heard you debate, Candace. You suck. And you need to be knowledgeable on a myriad of topics. When you don't want to read, though, you're not going to be knowledgeable. It's like, I think Charlie Kirk had to realize, Candace was that one failed experiment. Like, it didn't work. This girl can't debate to save her life. That's why I don't understand her inviting people to debate her. On what? For you to just overtalk them and cut them off and be rude and disrespectful? How many times does Piers Morgan have to say, Candace? I'm only saying it once and then I'm going to mute your ass. Now, either you're going to stop talking or shut the hell up or I'm going to mute you. Because this is not a debate. Girl, you're not going to overtalk me. Candace is not smart enough to debate. You would probably lose brain cells trying to debate this clown. I mean, debating Candace is just absolutely beneath me, and I would never do it. I would never do it. Oh my God. No. Nope. I would never plan something like that. That would have to be, she bumped into me walking down the street and her belly hit my arm or something. And I turned back and it's her and then she want to start debating me and then we go from there. Other than that, no. Not a planned debate with her. Hell no. I have to sit here and dumb down talk to you. No. You say, what you say that word is again? Beret. Beret? It's not beret. It's beret. Girl, we would not be able to debate because she can't get past basic English. There would be no debate. Can't make this up. Can't make this up. Charlie Kirk was able to debate because he was articulate. He understood information on just how to relay that information. He read. He was knowledgeable. Like Candace is none of those things. And I think he realized that. Those two traveling together, working together for 19 months, I think he came to the realization she is not a smart person. Candace Owens is not a smart person. And her cult members are a reflection of that. They're dumber than her because for some reason they have to prep her up to believe that she's the smartest person on earth. Good grief, but she can't say beret or bureau or accolades. So that's what we are. Someone like her trying to debate somebody is futile. Especially if you got to dumb down to try to even relate to half the shit she's saying. Most of the terminology you're not even going to understand because she's not even going to pronounce the words correctly. We got to get past that, like second grade English. Candace was 4 times 3. She's an idiot. It's not somebody you debate. The last thing we're going to get to, I think I saved the video about the He-Man thing. Y'all said that Fax Me did a He-Man. Oh my good Lord. Hold on. She-Hulk? A He-Man or She-Hulk? It was a She-Hulk, right? Oh, he did a documentary. Look at that. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. Oh, man. Well, you're talking about trolling the hell out of Candace. Candace kick rocks.
You won't like me when I'm pregnant! Me, Candace!
Hope, smash. Hi, y'all. Who time? Oh, that was good. That was good. Oh my God. That was funny. Oh boy, I appreciate you all so much. Look at this. We gotta check out that documentary. And we're gonna get in our watch party tomorrow for Ryan Morrow. Oh my goodness. So I'll schedule a live for tomorrow to check out that documentary. That's gonna be something else. Thank you to March On for the $20 super again. Hi, Miss LL and Luxters. In my Hispanic vernacular, we will call La Candisa una ladrona bien hecha. Did I say that right? She has Unia Largas nail cestil. This is so much fun. Candace, smash. Or cock smash. Candace, who told you was not subjected to criticism? Girl, please. You ain't even suck the fun out of this for nobody. You understand me, Heifer? Girl, no, we gonna clown your ass to Kingdom Come. All right, y'all tell tip to tip. Have a good evening. That's all we got for this day, for this show. I appreciate you all. I hope you guys had a good laugh at some point. Yes, I fuss a lot, but it is what it is. Candace, go out here if you want to and start a fight. You're going to jail. You understand me? I will make sure that judge sees a video of you already planning to be physically violent. You will go to jail, and that will be the end of that. That's it. And that baby will come out of jail. Good luck to that. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you all. Hit the like button and make sure you hype the video up when this is concluded. The hype button is next to the comment button, I think. Like where you see comment and like and all of that. Hit the like button and make sure you hype this up so they can stay up in that algorithm. Get the views up on this stuff. Candace, I'm still wanting my $7,000, you dumb hoke. And I want you all to have a good one till tomorrow. Until the next one, Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.